Your boy T Double.
What up, though? Your girl Jen checking in. If you ain't already know, you're very colorful and slightly thick friend.
Okay, say that. I thought it was a whole host of stuff coming after that. My bad.
I mean, it is, but I'm trying to be, you know what I'm saying? It's really your slightly thick, extremely colorful friend, auntie, bestie, niece, cousin, whatever you need me to be. I'm showing up for you in this space as that.
Absolutely. So shout out to that, and then you guys are back. Another episode. You know what I'm saying?
We a quarter
We
century.
are the quarter century, and absolutely, I want to shout that out. Big shout out. I want to give that before we actually get into this episode. I want to take a second. This wasn't even written down or nothing. It's just something that I thought about earlier today. I took a moment and I was thinking, and I said, I remember back the very first episode when this was just a talk, you know what I'm saying, a speaking of the tongue. This was just something that came out as just words, you know what I'm saying? That's just however you looked at it, it was just words to people to say, hey, yo, oh yeah, I believe it, or go ahead, do it, or he ain't gonna do it, or they ain't gonna do it, or it ain't gonna happen, or they, you know what I'm saying? And then after that, the thing was, people don't make it past 4 episodes. You know, that's how you kind of know gonna continue to go or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Four is kind of the thing, and
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
yeah, we talked about that at
Oh.
like the fourth episode. So yeah, you
Oh,
gotta kind
probably
of
did.
absolutely,
Y'all know my memory is
yeah.
up in smoke sometime.
So just to um touch back and to actually have that feeling to go back and kind of just to be 25 episodes in and to go back to that feeling to remember before it was even one episode out. It's such a good feeling, and I want to just give us, you know what I'm saying, and you guys for the support. I want to give all of us as a group effort a round of applause. Cause
Man, what?
you know what I'm saying, you guys make this happen. So
I'm extremely proud of T Double. Like I see the growth in you. Not trying to say like I'm all that or nothing like that, but I do this. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like he said, I can remember when he just was like, it's something I want to do, possibly, maybe. And I'm like, oh well, I've been wanting to do that for about 4 years now. I've been
yeah,
started it. I bought the equipment, lost
right,
some of it,
yeah,
and let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And when I tell you, I done had at least 4 other people, male and female, say, "Yeah, girl, I'm gonna do it. We gonna do it. Bring your equipment." Literally, some of my closest friends. You know what I mean? But nobody was serious.
yeah, yeah. You know, it was just a
He
thing.
wasn't playing.
Yeah, you know, it was just a
And
thing for
what it
me.
was when we looked it up, the stuff that was missing, he replaced and bought stuff that I didn't have because I didn't really know how to work the shit. I just bought it. I was
Yeah,
like, I'll figure it out later. And listen, like he said, we are half a century, okay, or half
absolutely,
a year, not half a
absolutely,
century.
absolutely.
If it was 25 years, we'd be a quarter century.
Right, right,
But
right.
we're almost a half a year because 52 weeks is a year.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, we've been doing very well. I'm very
Yeah,
proud of Time to Talk It Out
absolutely,
as a
absolutely,
podcast, a record
absolutely,
label, and as an MF and crew. I'm very proud of you because without you guys, none of this would do. Y'all are
absolutely,
the bees, knees, and the crew's crew. And we
absolutely.
don't need nothing but you. So just keep on coming. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, bring all your friends. Because listen, it gets greater later. It's nothing but up. It's up and it's stuck. Okay?
Absolutely,
I
absolutely,
need you guys to know that.
absolutely, absolutely. Big
Yes.
things are on the way, and nothing but big things. But
And for
and
both of our individual channels. Understand,
absolutely,
as much as we love you guys, we also have individual channels. Life of T Double
absolutely,
and Jen Checking In TV. Where we're also sharing our talents, sharing our ideas, creativity, reviews. Like, first of all, this man is a chef. He a whole chef at a high level uh company. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not like at a mom and pop shop or something like that.
Right,
You know,
right.
and he's very well versed in food. We ain't just going eating and telling y'all what we think without having good palates and knowing what we're talking about. We done worked in restaurants. We met working at a restaurant. So we know restaurants, we know food, we know Detroit, and we know travel. So when we go around, we know how we supposed to get treated. We don't give a damn where we at.
Yeah.
So we know how to give y'all good reviews.
Amen.
Y'all know I got like 60-something thousand reviews on Google. So check me out, Jen, checking
Okay.
MTV on Google.
60-something thousand. Okay.
Because I give good reviews. I give bad reviews, and I also give good reviews. Though. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't take the time to stop and give good reviews.
Truth is just the truth. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
I had a bad experience the other day at a restaurant where it was like, girl, I done already been here before and gave you a good review, and now you're reversing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is absolute, complete, utter ridiculousness and trash, and I'm gonna let everybody know that not only did you try to give me bad service and food, but you tried to lie on my face and play me like I was some type of motherfucker suck. Oh.
It is what it is. It is what it is. Sometimes you gotta say it like how it is, because you know what? And I appreciate customer service when customer service is presented correctly. I'm very appreciative of it, and
just keep it real with me.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's just like it is in life, relationships with my family, friends. Just be upfront. If you made a mistake, just say so. If I made a mistake, just say so. Like, why is you trying to play me like I don't know hot and cold, bitch? I'm 41 years old. I done stuck my finger all the way down to the bottom of this shit and it's cold. So that mean to tell me when you get, hey girl, that mean to tell me when you gave it to me, it was cold.
yeah.
If I just opened the box, I stick my finger all the way down to the bottom of the green beans, they cold all the way down at the bottom. They was never warm, hot, none of that shit when you brought it to me, girl. Stop trying to play me like I'm stupid.
Absolutely.
So I was cool with her before she tried to lie in my face. After that, it was like, fuck you, fuck this establishment, and you're gonna hear from my lawyers.
Off Google.
Meaning Google and my Google viewers.
Absolutely.
Okay.
My Google supporters. My
you need to be fired. And she had the fucking nerves to tell me she was the manager. Yeah, okay. Where's the last girl that was here? She need to be the manager again because you suck.
You know, a lot of people don't tell the truth because they don't really want to go and get the manager.
But she looked like the manager. Honestly, I had a feeling that she was going to be the manager.
Yeah, that probably was.
You know, because honestly, if you wasn't the manager, your attitude wouldn't have been that bad because you would have been worried about the manager worrying about you having a fucking funky attitude with her customers.
I done ran into a couple of those.
So I knew she was the manager.
Yeah, I done ran into a couple of those where the manager is the person that's the worst out of the whole customer.
And it was crazy because before I knew for a fact she was the manager or whatever, I was like, damn, I wish I had the other girl because the other girl was on point. I see her running around on point. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, I said at the bar because you get better service at the bar.
Because they right there. Everybody's right
First of all, I knew it was a problem when she told us she was going to give us water 4 times and then give us water to the 5th time we seen her.
Oh, yeah. Was she like extremely...
I had forgot she was supposed to be getting me water.
Was she like extremely busy? Did she have a lot of tables?
It was not even that many people in that place.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, you know.
I literally seen people looking, seeming like they was going back to the kitchen getting their own food. Asking the cook like, cook out there dancing, acting a goddamn fool.
Oh, yeah. See, that's something we ain't about to be. Nah, one thing is this.
I didn't even know he was a cook at first.
One thing is this. Now, I won't speak too much on situations, but jobs should be some type of fun. And I do try to have as much fun as I can at my job, but I do work. One thing I will do is work. So I just don't. Now, I'm not about to be a fool and go and be live in front of somebody else and doing the fool. I may be sliding off somewhere, maybe at a weigh-in, at Clarissa Shields weigh-in or something, and being there for a very long time. You know what I'm saying?
but my work was already done when I left.
Done. It wasn't nothing that, you know what I'm saying? So my thing is that, you know, no, it wasn't. No, my thing is that, so have fun at work, but within means of the customer shouldn't see you having fun and they're not served. You know?
That
you
part.
Know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, you got served. You got served.
Or you not served. One of the two. You either got served or you not served. And you don't want to be not served. You know what I'm saying? So
that part. And I don't want you to not be served, to be not served. Because I'm, at the end of the day, a servant. You know what I'm saying? That's what God uses me for, and I'm grateful for that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you in a high level position, it's like, okay, I done did all the work that I'm supposed to do. Now I'm finna take me a nice little break, a special day, and y'all do what y'all supposed to do. When I come back, I make sure it's done. If it's not, I delegate what the fuck y'all. Why y'all ain't do what y'all supposed to do? Cause I wasn't here. I gotta sit here and babysit y'all like kindergartners.
I mean, but I'm so fair. I literally was on the way back, and I said, man, you know what? I'm about to just tell everybody in the kitchen, like, take a break. I'm going to just handle everything for the next 30.
That's what you was thinking when you was on your way back.
I said that out loud to the person that had ran down there with me. I'm like, listen, when I get in here, I'm just going to tell everybody, take a break, man, because, you feel me?
You going to finish it.
Yeah, I just knocked that out. I'm fair like that. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to go down there, you could have went. I ain't even say, you know, that's something I wanted to do. Everybody knew. I said it multiple times.
That was the problem. Oh, my God.
I mean, I just felt like
no,
that should have been that's the communication part. That's the clarity. That's if I don't say, then it's where were you? It's a problem, you know. So I felt like that was the clarity part.
Listen, so but you say you don't get a break, so they don't take no time out your check for a break. No. I didn't ask that because I don't take breaks all the time.
Take time out my check for breaks. No, you have to clock out for them to take time out, and you get 1 20-minute that's free, and I don't even take it unless I'm walking around and doing a food review, which I hardly do. I rarely get to do because it's very hard to catch them trucks. They only there until 3, and when I get a break, they're either slapping where I gotta stand in line, or it's about to be time for them to wrap it up because we're wrapping it up, you know. So it's very hard, you know. They'll come and get me off my break. Listen, you gotta just be there. That's why I really wanted to put the glasses on one day, but I gotta be better about it because the glasses is too obvious. I gotta be better about it, but I'm gonna try to sneak in some footage one day about how this works. If I do, you know, it'll be seen, you know, probably somewhere it'll be a lot of
wait till you monetize and making a whole lot of money on this motherfucker. So
well, yeah, that makes sense. I'll just tell
if you need to be you on your way out.
I'll just be telling the story. It won't be giving no image. It won't be giving no name. I'll just be telling the story. And
you stock image and, you know, change the name.
Mm-hmm. That's probably what I do. A little story time about how I went. But I don't think it's that important now. It's only important to when you know the real grease. So,
grease. Speaking of grease, I'm greasy as fuck. My face, I'm sweating.
Speaking
like a slave in
Speaking of
a white
grease,
a slave in a slave hoe in a white church.
Yeah, you greasy.
Y'all know that was funny.
Okay. You know, I try to keep a little tradition because I feel like I do my work in my research in order of it. Like even when I do it, I set it up in a certain order. You know.
That's what's up. I like that. Yeah, God likes order. God is order.
Absolutely. And you know, he's instilling it in me in so many ways. So, to start off as I tried to start off before on previous episodes, anyway. Sorry. As I start off on previous episodes, we wanna. It's a rough start always. We want to say rest in peace.
Get it up with
to Ozzy Osbourne, of course. And this one is probably gonna get probably gonna get some flack for. Rest in peace to Hulk Hogan. I
Period. I mean, because I didn't even know he was racist when I was a kid.
Yeah, I understand that he has said some things.
What do you say?
Baby, they got some stuff that he got said.
It was real there
about his daughter dating
a nigga.
Yes, right. So he.
I mean, he could have just been an ignorant person.
Right, and you know, like you said, I didn't even know he was like that when I was a kid. He was America's favorite as far as the wrestler.
The Hulkster, Hulkmania.
I am a real American. He was like America's favorite. Like America loved him. Like, you know what I'm saying? As a child, I loved him. I learned later on in life, way later down the line.
Like I was damn near today years old.
Almost.
I didn't find out until he died. I didn't even know.
Well, I knew he was racist kind of like right before, you know, just because of a couple of things that
social media
he was in the media for. So
yeah,
it did come to my attention, but I felt like it didn't really. It's not fair for nobody to do it. Don't. I'm not passing it for nobody.
Fair for nobody to be racist,
right?
Of course not.
Of no kind, of no color, of no way.
I mean, no, you shouldn't be racist. Absolutely not. Nah, I don't know. I probably shouldn't, but I'm prejudiced a little bit.
I'm just saying what's fair and what's not. I'm not saying that we don't. I'm not saying.
And I'm asking God to help me to not be prejudiced,
Understood.
And just use discernment and wisdom or whatever. But when I say prejudice, I mean I will prejudge a white person that they're racist.
Understood. I mean, I can understand that.
But I'm not racist at all.
No,
I love
I'm not.
Everybody.
Right, I'm not saying. I didn't. It's not specifically to anyone. You know what I'm just basically saying.
You must be on my feet.
What I'm just basically saying is, it's not right. So I'm not giving him a pass to say, oh, because I didn't know as a kid. You know what I'm saying?
No, he gets no pass. Right. But we still gonna say rest in peace. God rest the dead. Just because he racist don't mean we gotta be racist, right. Or don't mean we gotta be. You know what I'm saying? Cold, hard, callous people or whatever. Like, no, we rest in peace to him. We don't know what he did. He could have repented on his deathbed and said, Lord, forgive me for being racist all this time. We don't know, especially if he got some half black grandkids, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. Yeah, he could have changed. Like, people change. There's no condemnation in Christ, and we are followers of Christ here at Time to Talk It Out.
That's it.
So we ain't got time for that. Like, okay, we acknowledge what he did. He was wrong. Hopefully he repented. We pray for him, and we gotta move on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Moving right along. Dun, 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 unless you got. Wait, hold on. I have to say another rest in peace before we move along. And this will kind of segue us into some Detroit stuff.
Okay, right.
Because I gotta say rest in peace to the little boy. I don't even know his name. I just found out about his unfortunate unaliving today. 6 years old. Okay, like, come on. Y'all, first of all, y'all got to keep y'all kids in the house. Get your kids out the street.
Yeah.
Keep your babies out the street, bro. 13 years old, setting fire to cars at a mechanic store.
You know they hanging around the wrong people, man.
Man, that's how you keep them from hanging around the wrong people. Keep their ass in the house. Whatever happened to the kids being in the house when the street lights come on?
Yeah.
Where's y'all at?
Yeah.
13?
What? I'm talking
about burning up cars, 16 shooting out with the police.
We was running to the house.
And I'm not trying to toot my own horn.
There's got to be some type of structure, y'all. Yeah, I agree.
I'm not trying to toot my own horn or make it seem like I'm like parent of the year. You know what I'm saying? Because my daughter is good and not outside like I used to be. I used to be outside. So I understand. I had a good mama. My mama paid attention to me. You know what I mean? She did. I didn't sneak outside, but I wasn't out in the middle of the night like that. I can't even imagine. I don't understand. I might have snuck motherfuckers in, but I was scared to go outside in the middle of the night like that. Like, talk to your kids about the dangers of them being out past curfew. Because it ain't even your curfew. It's the government's curfew right now. Detroit police is not playing with them. Like he said, they're going to find who it was. I bet you it was some young kids. Mm-hmm. I bet you it was some young kids. Mm-hmm. In their teens.
Listen, when I was a kid, I did sneak out. It was times, you know. I wasn't bad. Like, well, I was. I can't say because I snuck out. Right, that's bad. When I
Yeah, you
snuck
wasn't
out,
terrible.
when I
You
snuck
wasn't sneaking
out,
out to shoot nobody.
I snuck out to ride my bike. I literally rode my bike downtown, rode my bike back, just to ride my bike.
Cause you just wanted to get out. You had been stuck in the house. You had been stuck. Excuse me.
Granted, that's not. You feel me? Like that's not. As a parent, I look at that like that's not a reason that you should be out during these hours. What if something happened to you? I'm asleep. As a parent, that's how I look at that now. But as
all
a
of the
kid,
stuff that
I
happens
just
out.
wanted to get outside so bad. But I feel like
You knew that was the only time you was gonna be able to get out if she wouldn't let you out.
I was able to be out without somebody like, where you at? You gotta be right here. It's like it wasn't no supervision. So the thing was, I didn't.
You wanted to feel
went unnoticed.
You wanted to feel grown a little bit.
But I went outside and went unnoticed. The thing was, you couldn't say your kid was over here breaking.
Oh, you went outside and stayed out the way. Mind your business. You wasn't out being a menace.
It wasn't even like, hey, let's go and holler at some girls. Not. I wanted to just get outside so bad. I was just so happy of being out and just knowing that my grandma sleep. She can't ask me to do nothing. I know she sleep. I know she ain't gonna wake up until at least probably like sunrise.
These kids is out here robbing, killing, all kind of stuff. So y'all need to get y'all kids out the street. Get your kids out the street, bro.
And I feel like, and I feel like the thing is why I was bringing that up. And I feel like somebody could have told me something at that time to say, listen, stop sneaking outside. Just, you know what I'm saying? Stop doing that late at night. Cause somebody could have told me, yeah, but you had to tell me in the right way. You had to convince me that being outside at nighttime is way worse than being outside in the daytime. But you have to, and the thing is, you as a kid, you gotta make me feel like what you saying is true. Like you could say that and it can be true, but if I don't believe, oh, here you go talking, I'm still gonna go back outside. I feel like, yes, it is something you can say. Basically, moral of the story is because people feel like, oh, my kid is, it ain't nothing I can tell my kid.
Because you already know you ain't supposed to be out here.
It's something that you can say. It's just how you
Because I said so.
It's how
you know you ain't supposed to be out here. But you want to know why I said so. It's basically what you're saying.
Because nowadays, that's not going to work with the kids. These kids now ain't just going for because I said so.
I agree. So, I mean, because I wasn't just going for that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's why... You know, but I used to watch the news. We didn't have a lot to entertain us.
They don't know watch TV.
Exactly. So I used to watch the news damn near every night. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even lying. Like I enjoy watching the news as a kid.
10 o'clock news.
The 10 o'clock news.
My grandma
literally. Fox 2 News. I watched every night, and then I watched Cheers, and then I watched MASH. Okay, and maybe Mad TV, whatever came after that. But I watched Fox 2 News.
I was going to sleep. I was mad by that time because I was still up. Or I changed the channel to something like what was the one dude, Jimmy Kimmel or something? Not Jimmy Kimmel. What was the one dude that'll sit up late? He got a late night show. He was a comedian. He'll sit behind his desk and tell jokes to the audience.
Talking about Johnny Carson. Why?
It wasn't
Jay Leno.
Was it Jay? It might have.
With the chin.
I know who Jay Leno is, but I'm trying to think. Did he come on after?
He ain't. None of them ain't come on Fox 2. But you had to change it to 4 or 62.
Something like, I think it was 62 to be exact, 62, and it was late night, like 1 o'clock. It was.
Oh, you talking like you talking like.
It was like a dude who sat back, told jokes.
Yeah, I know it's talking. Yeah, I know it's talking.
I can't remember who it was, but
Jimmy Kimmel, John Colbert. It was a lot of them. They changed. You know, over the years. Johnny Carson, I think, was on Channel 4 though, NBC.
Yeah.
And then they changed all them other ones. Or was that Jay Leno? That was on Channel. Jay Leno was on CBS because I used to watch The Story. Shout out to The Young and the Restless. Shout out Eric Braeden, my favorite soap opera actor. But yeah, we said all that to say, huh?
I ain't do no stories.
No, I understand. So I said all that to say though that I used to watch the news, so I knew The crazy shit that was going on out there in these streets. You know what I'm saying?
Because
I
people
knew
look
kids
for
that was coming up missing, people getting killed, all kind of stuff. The stuff that was going on, I knew it because I was watching the news. So I knew it was safer in the house. Now, when I got old enough for people to be sneaking out, I was sneaking people in. Because my mama worked a midnight shift for a couple of years or a
yeah,
year.
you stayed in your comfortability.
Absolutely. You can
Uh,
come over here. Now, God
yeah,
forbid you
but
come over here and do something fucked up to me.
but when I say you
But I
gotta
wasn't
go,
thinking
you
about.
out though. You know
But
that's the
that's what I'm
only
saying.
thing about that.
People. But now that I'm grown, I know people crazy. They will kill you in your own house.
I mean, now it's different, but
Man,
back
it was like
then,
that.
you
I
if
can't.
you
I really.
told if you told they was just hurt that they
I
had to
really don't
leave,
like when people say that because it was like that back then
it
too.
wasn't as crazy. I
Man.
really it was more
Mm-mm.
fear in kids back then than it is now. Kids don't. It's no. It's not that it's fear. It was more control. As far as controlling parents, like I want you to do this, and that's what it was. Like you had to really just go like and just do what they said, or it was a problem. It was more controlling parents back
It
then.
was still. Yeah, okay, maybe, but it was still crazy shit going on. Kids getting killed, kids getting kidnapped, kids
That's
getting
always that's everything.
raped and murdered and all that stuff. But the difference now is that we have this super mass media. Think about it now. The stuff that come on the news now mainly be the viral stuff off the internet and the most important stuff locally, right? That'll be viral locally. But think about all the stuff that happened that don't go viral, that don't get on the internet, that we don't see. And we seeing so much more of it now. Think about it. Back then, it was really only the local shit that you seen, unless you was watching CNN, and they only had a small amount. They can only tell you like 2, 3 stories for real.
And they didn't have clips of the shit because wasn't nobody there with no camera. But nowadays, motherfuckers pulling out that phone,
That's what I'm
making
saying.
it the
But they
actual
right, but
event.
they exactly. So they only, you know what I'm saying? It was so much more going on that we just didn't know about. That's why it seemed like it wasn't as much shit going on back then. But it was just as much, if not more, going on back then,
I want to
man.
say in so many different
Especially in the
ways.
80s and 90s.
And I want to say it was in so many different ways. Like it was in so many different ways though. It wasn't so like so can you compare your growing up 80s and 90s now listen now can you compare that to now nowadays can you say you do what you what females do now is similar or what you did exactly what the young girls doing now is similar or what you did exactly right now hanging out.
It's I mean I don't know what they doing now. I'm not with teenagers. I just was partying with some 20-year-olds, and yes, it's the same shit. We just called it popping. They call it twerking.
Okay, the dance. There are similarities, right? The turn, like it's.
We was
then,
turned up. We was drinking, smoking. What is
you
what?
got
What's
it,
the
you got it.
difference?
Yeah, you got it. It's a lot of
I was
different.
14. We was
Nowadays,
going to the
so
icebreakers downtown.
were y'all doing what's that CO2s? Were y'all doing like booting up off the whipped cream canisters? Were y'all
Yes, they was doing it. They called it whippets. Yes.
whippets exactly? They was doing
Yes.
that 80s 90s. Okay, y'all was
In the
doing
90s, 98.
y'all was doing perks.
I wasn't doing that shit, hell no. But my uncle, girlfriend, daughter did it in front of me. I know, and as a matter of fact, I did try it one time because it made me sound like I had a helium balloon. So yes, I tried that. That whipping shit.
Y'all
Yes, I was
doing-
15
y'all
years
was doing
old.
Perks.
I'm
was-
never gonna pop no pill, but
y'all
I
was
got
drinking lean.
they was lean wasn't out.
This is
Lean
what
went
I'm-
out.
this is
But they
what
was
I'm-
doing drugs. They was popping pills. Yes, they were. They was doing pills.
Perks.
They weren't doing perks. I don't know. Maybe they was.
So-
They was doing pills though. It's the same shit.
So everything has an advancement, right? In life, like certain shit, like
It's the same shit.
bingo, same thing.
Everything.
Same-
I mean, I'm
everything
sorry to
that's
cut you
happening
off.
is the same.
I'm sorry.
That's it.
I shouldn't have cut you off. I'm wrong. I apologize.
No, that's it. So
No, I'm wrong. I
I
apologize.
just felt like thought it was a difference, but okay. So
What's the difference between pills and perks?
you ask. I mean, I really don't.
There's no difference.
I
They
know,
both
I know,
opioids.
I
They both got
know that.
heroin in it. It's no difference.
Okay. Oh, so what? Why are they two separate? Then why?
Because the only difference is the E pills is motherfuckers making it, but they making it to mimic the perks. It's the same. It's pretty much the same. They both opioids, got heroin and all formaldehyde and all kind of shit in it. They all have the same addictive qualities and can fuck you up or you OD, especially now that fentanyl out. It's the same.
Yeah, fentanyl. I guess that was out. I mean, too.
Fentanyl wasn't out there, but they was putting formaldehyde and all kind of stuff in E pills.
That's what I'm saying. It's just what I'm saying is, it's the same. Okay, that's right.
What's the? I'm asking you. What's the difference?
It's because it's a lot of different drugs than what it was than when you were young, than what it was when I were young. That they are doing now. It's just different.
It ain't nothing new under the sun, man. No, it's not.
Correct. Okay, so I wanted to say today. Also, this kind of just threw me off. I mean, I wanted to follow, but
why? Follow? What?
No, with before.
Like, why is you acting like this, bro?
Happy birthday to Glorilla.
Happy birthday, Glow.
Big Glow. I just wanted to put that.
Happy birthday, sis. How old is you? 30. I heard him say it on the radio today. Happy birthday. Yeah, the big 3-0.
Big Glow.
That's a good year.
That's my girl.
30 for 30.
We was talking about some Detroit shit.
Chad.
I wanted to say that Pepsi is closing partial plants in Detroit. Over 80 employees. They're not closing the whole plant. They're closing partial of it. Over 80 employees are losing a job because of it. I guess they're just feeling like they don't need these workers that do these specific jobs anymore. I think that's kind of what I read.
They probably about to double up work on somebody else.
Yeah, that's just
or buy a robot or something.
But that's my first thought. I was thinking a robot, robots was gonna replace, and I was
either a robot or they're gonna double up work on somebody else. Cause I used to work for Pepsi on the Frito under the Frito umbrella. And when I tell you, they have the route drivers, the drivers doing about 6 jobs.
Oh yeah, no, that's bullshit.
Huh. And the managers is trash. So
yeah,
allegedly,
that's definitely.
Pepsi is not a good company to work for anyway. So
I mean, but they probably offer good benefits. That's probably why people.
They offer decent benefits. Decent, yeah. They got a 401k. They offer decent benefits. Yes, they do.
That'd probably be the buy-in for most people, anyway. And then they probably got bonuses, maybe. I'm just throwing stuff out.
I don't know what Pepsi did. Frito ain't had no bonuses. They don't offer me no bonuses.
Understood.
That I know, and I was there for a little over a year.
Understood.
So,
shout out my boy Kim. I'm rocking my boy.
My mama love chemistry.
I'm rocking my boy Kim tonight. Shout out my dog. You know what? I got this shirt from. I didn't mean to cut you off too.
No, I love it.
I got this shirt from downtown. Kim was downtown last weekend showing people how to do his new hustle. Kim has a new hustle.
Listen, we black people will make a hustle out of everything. Anything.
He was down there. I didn't get to see him, actually. Didn't get to see him. I got this off of an iHeartRadio truck. They were passing these out.
Okay.
So I felt like I wanted to represent my boy tonight. Shout out Kim Chemistry.
Shout you out. We love you over here at Time to Talk It Out. And yes, we will make a hustle out of anything. I saw on Instagram the other day. They made a hustle out of the freaking music from Law and Order.
I seen that.
When I tell you it was hilarious, I was cracking up. I was trying to get it, but no.
Okay,
shout out to them.
Mom Dukes in the building. What up, Mom Dukes? Shout out to Mom Dukes.
Mom, what up, though? We love you.
Okay.
You are loved.
It's like that.
Period. So yeah, we'll make a hustle out of anything. Okay, boost. Where's my fan? Because as a matter of fact, I'm hot. Here you go.
Okay. Now y'all, tell me y'all know that one. Y'all gotta know that one.
I don't know how to do the dance. No, I don't. Let me stop lying. I know the first 8 steps, but
okay,
that's
you
it.
almost in there. You got
Where them fans mean,
you learn like 4 more steps, then repeat. Okay, that's the main part. As long as you know that part.
Right. Okay. As long as I'm ready to.
Hey, my babies. What's up, mom, dude?
Love you, beautiful.
Nookie,
Beautiful.
What's the deal?
I just want you to know you're my favorite girl.
Okay.
Oh yeah, something about you.
Say I love you more. Okay. Moving forward, right? I wanted to. This was just something that kind of just stood out to me earlier during my research.
Mm-hmm.
I seen that Tory Lanez had a witness that he brought to him, and his defense had a witness that they wanted to bring to their case.
His trial is over. You're freaking convicted, bro. Go home. Go to Canada. Sit down. Shut up.
The witness that they brought to the case seemed to backfire on Tory Lanez because the guy was saying how he seen Tory Lanez shooting anywhere. And he seen the two ladies arguing, which is Meg and her best friend. Seen them arguing. And he seen Tory Lanez shooting anywhere and everywhere, which didn't work in his defense. Yeah, he's definitely cooked for even trying to bring that back up.
Stupid.
Yeah,
these guys, bro. Anyways, allegedly he's stupid and dumb. And I'm mad because I liked his music. So I really be mad at these guys when they have good music. Because it's like, sir. But anyway, he sucks. Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
He's probably in there sucking like he's been doing. But anyways, I want to talk a little bit about ninjas that suck. And who I think. Listen, I want to do a segment that's similar to Donkey of the Day. I'm going to come up with a name of it. Because it can't be Donkey of the Day. I'm pretty sure that's trademarked. Ass of the Hour. Okay? Ass of the Hour goes to the dude in Jacksonville who sent the viral video of him getting punched in the face by the cop and got everyone in an uproar. He had the lawyer who's fighting for justice right now, Ben Crump, had him on there talking and fighting for him. His mama, they all in their red shirts. And they, oh, my son, and me 20 years ago, I'm triggered, and I just, oh, woe is me, right?
Yeah.
Whole time, he wasn't singing that song at the beginning of the traffic stop.
Yeah.
He wasn't singing that song. He wasn't doing this until after he got punched in the face.
Yeah.
Like, they asked this man 11 times to exit the vehicle.
Yeah.
These cops were very professional. They were not being racist. Black cops pulled up. It's a black cop as the spokesperson for the whole company. I mean, for the whole force. Over, you know what I'm saying? He's reaching, trying to say that they was racially profiling him or any of that. What they probably did is figured out by some technology that they're using that he's unaware of, that he was driving on a suspended license. He had no lights on. He probably don't know the actual laws in his state, city, about turning on the lights when it was inclement weather. You might have to still have your lights on an hour before or hour after it started raining. You don't know what the laws is. You look like the type of nigga that didn't read the book when you took driver's training and you don't have a license.
Right. She's talking about Carl. It was stupid at right, for real, because he was dead dumb. Like, yeah.
So he thought he was slick though. I don't know if he don't know about body cam footage or what, but he thought he was slick. After he slammed the door on that cop, he turned on his camera thinking he was about to get, because he knew they was finna be mad after he slammed the door in their face.
Because he said all that. And
he was rude and resistant once he closed the door. You putting distance between us. Now I see you got a knife in the car. You got weed on you. That's why you ain't want to get out the car.
Yeah, he was just totally, we definitely need a hee-haw sound or
we had just got pulled over and the same thing happened to us. So like I don't know. I hope I didn't talk about this last week because I don't know if I did, but I'm still irritated about it because the reason I'm mad is because when these men are really racially profiled and abused by the police, being Crump now credibility is shot a little bit because he didn't took on this piece of shit ass case with somebody trying to finesse the system and think he finna get a lawsuit. And his mama didn't even look very, very bright. And I don't mean to talk about nobody's mama, but I'm just being honest because if his mama had any sense, she would have said, like, what happened before that? The body cam footage, are you sure ain't nothing gonna come out that you did? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
but I feel like she ain't gonna go against him in court. Regardless, she's not gonna go against him. You know?
My thing is, it's not about going against him. It's just about making sure. I ain't saying going against him in front of the cameras or that. I'm talking about in the private conversations before they went in front of the cameras. Right. You know what I'm saying? To make sure this is gonna actually be a thing, and we're not finna be further embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? Because you on some bullshit.
Yeah.
Because he obviously be on bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
And she obviously supports it, obviously.
But I mean, he wasn't completely on bullshit. He was a college student, they were saying, like, you know, on scholarship. So I wanted to root for him. Like I say, up until I seen the body cam footage, I was angry at the police like everybody else.
Right.
But once I seen the whole story, it's like, and I'm mad at his mama. You must not have gave him the talk.
Yeah, you know, he just did so many wrong things in the very beginning to really just make it bad on himself. Like you said, it could have been handled in so many different ways. And That's definitely...
He not getting no money.
Nowadays, that's a talk that needs to be had in every black community.
Most definitely, especially.
And I feel like black son or African-American son or African-American daughter, that talk with the police is just as well as need to be had because we not as safe. We not as, you know, and when I say as, yes, there is a comparison. We are not as safe, you know, so.
Yeah. I mean, when the statistics are so far apart, it can't help but be a comparison.
Certain precautions.
Stop playing with me.
Certain precautions has to be held. It has to be told. It just has to be, you know, something that we just go by. We have to have that. It's like a fire drill when hey, look, I'm gonna sit soon as you able to learn this. Yo, look,
just if like you ever see
smoke, you know,
just like the sex talk.
It's one of them ones.
Just like the
sex
talk.
Just gotta happen now.
Especially with your boys, like you said, but nowadays, you know, say her name, Breonna Taylor. Say her name, oh my God, and I'm mad because I can't think of her name.
I know exactly.
I'm so hurt right now because I can't think of her name, man. Sandra Bland.
Sandra Bland, that's her.
Say her name, Sandra Bland, man. Sandra Bland, and I relate so much to her.
Say that, yeah.
She was doing YouTube. She was like, she remind me of me, bro, so much. Yeah,
It's just a talk, you know.
I literally, when I found out about her story, like her and read and found out the truth about the details of her stories, like I literally cried. I couldn't believe it. Because that was in the beginning of this shit. Like we done got desensitized to it now.
The pictures that they tried to put up was crazy work that you really thought you could get away. It was just like it was.
They did get away.
It was just
and they did.
It was heart crushing.
And they did, man. Unfortunately,
it was. I mean, yeah, they got away because they didn't do what they didn't do the time and that they deserve.
Right.
So yeah, that's a getaway, but it was wrong on multiple occasions, you know, and that's just something that in our community, you know. certain stuff has to recycle. We have to up the ante. We gotta turn it up.
We gotta do better too, though. Like you
community.
said, we can't keep giving them reasons and being dumb
Yeah,
and
we gotta up the
doing
ante.
all kind of stuff. We got to really do better as a race and as a people, man.
Absolutely, we gotta get
Come
smarter.
on.
We
It's
got
2025.
these talks we have to have. We have to be more of a neighbor to our neighbors than what we have been. We just gotta be a community. We gotta bring that back. We gotta look out. You know, looking out. You can't feel like, hey, I'm not doing that for you because you ain't do that for me. No, you can't do that. You know.
First of all, in the Bible it say when you do things for those less than you or the least of us, you're doing it for God. So that's why, especially, I'm not even gonna say like especially if something going on with me. Hey cousin, I love you. Especially just anytime I'm conscious of it, I try to help other people, regardless of what I'm going through. Because I know regardless, God working on my problems.
Absolutely.
But I know that when I help other people, it pleases God.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I always want to please God. I'm always looking, because I do enough to make him mad, and he don't even get mad because he's slow to anger. Absolutely. So anytime I can do something to please him, I want to do it. Hold on. Right, read what Mama saying.
But we also teach them how to remind them, so they should be held accountable for their own actions. We did the best we can with our children. We don't send them out there like.
I agree with that, but no. We talking about 13-year-old kids.
Yeah, right.
We talking about 13 and 16-year-old kids that you're still responsible for.
Right.
You can't say that. You can say that if they 18, 19. You know what I'm saying? You might even consider if they 17 and you trusting them to go somewhere and you tell them they can go here, but they go there and do something behind your back. But a kid that's 13, they ain't got no business outside at 1 o'clock in the morning for them to even be able to be breaking into cars and setting cars on fire and shit.
No,
you supposed to know where. Look, it used to be a commercial that used to come on back in the 90s. It used to say it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? They need to bring that commercial back right now. Do you know where your children are?
Now.
Oh my God! If you remember that, drop a comment in the likes or drop a like, comment, and subscribe. If you remember that commercial, it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? I think it was a news thing or something like that. Drop a comment in the year.
Now because of this, right? I am gonna say, like, once again, I was a kid that snuck off. That was not nothing that physically it was not nothing that was taught to me, or it was not nothing. It was something that I did, but at the time I did it at the inconvenience.
You did it until you got caught.
Right, I did it at the
as soon as somebody start paying attention.
You had to pay very much
attention.
That's
my point. You got to be, where are your children? Every night at 10 o'clock, you need to know where the fuck they get. You need to be like the jail.
I was there. But see, the thing is, I played, only way I got caught one night on some, I don't know what the reason was that she wanted to come in the room, but I had it so made up that if she just peeked in the room before, it's pillows made up like it's a person under here,
a
head under here, all that.
Fucking family,
right? So I had this
Family Matters or
I had this. You literally had to come in there and feel it to understand it wasn't nobody here.
Saved by the bellhead ass nigga.
So I had this, and the thing was, and see what, and it's like, I can understand both parts of it, and that's why I say, what is it that you can tell
as far as the kids and the mama?
The kids and the parents, because I've been both. I've been one side so far. I have not been the second side. I have not been the parent side of my kids sneaking outside. But
thank God.
Amen.
Especially with all them girls. Oh God.
But I always think about if that was to happen, right? Because that's always something that's just because I know I did it. I just know it. So
it'd probably be your son. You better pray that that's your son.
He too nice. He too nice. If I was,
some coochie, you get him outside when he get old enough to start looking and thinking about that.
He too nice. I do. We have respect. There's none. This is 25. It all boys. I feel that. I totally understand. It's a lot.
I mean, but they had no respect then. They was sneaking out the house. I just was talking to my friend, Two Piece, and we was reminiscing about how she used to sneak out the back window in like 94, 95. She was like 14, 15, sneaking out the back window, going down the street, seeing a little boy.
Yeah,
so they was sneaking out back then, ma. And she did have respect. Like she wouldn't have never. She hated getting caught. She got in trouble. You know what I'm saying? That's why she was sneaking out, because she was just like, I'm going. Fuck you mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, shit, them kids back then was sneaking out too.
Yeah. I mean, it's both ways, but I just feel like back then her mama was way more calm or more subtle or more. Events happen. Don't get me wrong. I watched guns drawn on a block, but still at the same time, you know what I seen? Let me tell you an incident right here, right quick. I watched guns drawn up, and I can tell you right now, today, this will probably be a whole different incident. I watched guns drawn right now on the block. One of them was from the porch in the house that I stayed in. Another one was from a dude in the porch next door. It was my cousin, and one of the dudes, he was my homeboy. We went to school together. He was a drug dealer. They had some words, boom. Dog, he didn't even want to do this because he know that my cuz was fam to us, because he closer. He didn't even want to do. My cuz whipped out. He like, what are you doing? Like, so now he pulled out hammer. He like, man, put them kids in the house. Put them kids in the. He had, like, the difference though. Like, how many people are caring about kids right now? If you riding by doing the drive-by and you don't care who will hit you shooting up anybody's house. If I'm telling the difference in the respect level, at least I'm telling you right now, this is probably about to get crazy. Put them kids in the house. Don't nobody got that now. The difference now, and then they gonna shoot before they tell you anything. They don't care. They gonna aim at the kid probably. Now is the respect level, I feel like, from even young dogs. They was what? These teenagers. I just feel like it was a different level of respect. Because you was taught from a different person. You was taught from where that came from. Nowadays, it just...
Now it's a higher percentage. Now it's a higher percentage of no respect. But, you know, it was out there. It was more like 80-20, you know, 80% respect, 20% nuts. And now it's more like 80% nuts, 20% respect. Don't make me get dressed and join us like we snuck out, but we had respect. I was sneaking to look at that man next to you. I had him at 14, so yes, respect is the answer. The difference is now they will shoot anybody. Absolutely, man. And I totally understand. Like, that is a whole nother situation. You know what I mean? Like, you had a good reason to sneak out. But I'm just saying, like, we was talking about how when I was 14, I had a smoke out. Sorry, Mom. At my house, my mama, first week working the midnight shift, I literally had a smoke out. I had about 5 to 10 people over my house smoking, drinking, doing all kinds of shit we ain't had no business doing when we was like between 14 and 17 years old. But what did I say I did? I had people coming to my house. Because I had respect for my mama. I was scared. It was a lot of reasons why I wasn't going outside. Like, y'all can come over here. I know y'all gonna be safe. I'm not gonna do nothing to y'all. Long as y'all don't do nothing to me, we gonna have a good time. Long as y'all help me get cleaned up by 10 o'clock, so by the time my mama get home.
Like if you was a dude, then you would have been, I pull up, you feel me? And then I'm gonna just leave during my respectful time. Because if you the dudes,
if I was a dude, I still wouldn't know. I still would have been feeling like, I told y'all watch the news. Shit.
Right, but
DeJuan Sims. Stuff happened to boys too.
Absolutely, DeJuan Sims. That's a thing that nobody still knows right now.
What happened to him? So no, and that was when I was a kid.
My best friend, tune in. What up, best friend?
What up, best friend?
That is a thing, but it's all. But the thing is, the story behind that, you feel me? Nobody will ever know because it's so many multiple. The mall didn't have camera at the time.
I was
so you
freaking
didn't
a
see-
kid at the time. I didn't even pay no attention. So all I know is that boy went outside with his mama and his mama lost him
They was
during
in the, mall.
the daytime.
They was in the mall.
I know that, but I know that, but I'm telling you back then as a kid, you know what I'm saying, as a 11, 12, 13, 14-year-old kid, all I know is this kid was out with his mama during the day and got lost.
All day.
What do I think gonna happen to me by myself in the middle of the night trying to sneak out?
You don't think she has something to do with that?
Sweetie, you're talking about what I think now as a grown woman. As a freaking 9-year-old kid, of course I didn't think she had nothing to do with it.
But okay, as a
What?
kid, it's like right.
Of course not.
Understood. As a kid, you don't know. Right. We don't know no better. Yeah, that's definitely a thing.
The mama said she lost him.
Yeah.
She was distraught.
Yeah.
This is the mama. I was looking at my mama. Like, no, I didn't think she had nothing to do with it. I don't know. I'm freaking no, man.
That's very valid.
I don't think she had nothing to do with it. Not really. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't
as
think
you
she
get
had
older
nothing to do
now,
with it.
I will hope that your thoughts
What I
are
think
a
is
tad
this.
bit different. But
I'm going to tell you what I think. What I think is this thing right here that we have tapped into, media, is very powerful.
and I want to say I really actually feel like I went through a process where somebody I know actually said that they thought, they went through I don't know the end results. I won't bring any personal information. I don't know the end results, but this person that I know had a very, very strong story on, why they thought that was them. So that's a very interesting story for her, but
Thought that they were DeJuan Sims?
Absolutely.
Okay. Was they the person that was on news? Because it was the person on news saying this and had got a DNA test and everything.
I would have to come back with that info. This person that I know definitely went next level with
so they
it.
Probably was on the news. They probably
it's possible. So
and it turned out that that wasn't done.
I didn't see the end result. Is what I'm saying. What I was saying about the whole thing, I didn't see the end result. But what I'm saying is, that relishing that made me, even after the story, because I've heard it as a kid, right? Even after the story, being next to someone physical contact, like, yo, what up, bro, boom, boom, boom. I've seen you at multiple events, like, you know what I'm saying? I've called Brody, like, oh, bro, listen, I need some advice on how you do this and this and that. And bro, like, woo, let me put me together real quick. Bro, listen, do this, do that. Worked out like a charm. You know what I'm saying? Even events, as far as birthday events, bro, pull up, boom. You know what I'm saying? So, my dog, so you know what I'm saying? So,
right.
I've been right, and dog had a real powerful, real story. As of
why he thought
to real, right, real. The evidence that dog had was real leading. So and
compelling.
that really had me to the point where I intimately touched the story to do more details, more research as I was older now to really understand, Went
back down that rabbit hole is what you're saying.
Bingo, and, so I know a lot about the situation, been there, so I'm not saying, but that's that, so somehow we ended there, and I'm not too mad about it, but, that was just something that we weren't.
So anyway, moving right along.
Let's see, you want the song.
Okay, so listen here. If you in Detroit, and I don't know about surrounding areas, but if you in Detroit, make sure, and I'm gonna talk about this next week too. Make sure you vote next Tuesday, August 5th. Pray about it first, though. So, if you're a believer, and most of you should be, pray. If you got to do a fast, whatever you got to do, pray about it. And then make sure you cast your vote August 5th. I ain't going to tell you who I vote for until after I vote. We ain't endorsing no candidates.
Yeah, what is that for?
It's the mayoral race. Detroit mayoral race.
Do they run for, is the chief of police in there
somewhere? Oh, chief of police, yep. No. The former chief of police, James Craig, is in the running for mayor of Detroit.
Right, but then are we voting for a chief of a police in certain districts?
No, I don't believe that is a voted on position.
Well, I have a homeboy.
I believe that's appointed, but I don't know.
I won't speak any names because we won't do that. I have a homeboy that's running for a chief of police for a certain district.
Oh, if he your homeboy, you can endorse him. I'm just saying, I ain't none of these motherfuckers my homeboys or none of that.
This is my guy. I wanted to
endorse him. Go ahead. Yeah.
I wanted to invite him to the event, but I just really don't know what district he's running for the police chief of. But his name is Eandra Otis. He says if his name is not on the ballot.
You mean police commissioner? Because the police chief is, I don't believe that's voted. And it's not by district. The city has its own police chief.
You're right. That's why I was wondering. That's why I just.
But it might be the police commissioner. I think that's voted on.
I just know it's something that is only in certain districts, right? Because, I can't tell you that I know a lot about this. So, which means if it's only in certain districts, it can't be somebody who has control of everything.
But whatever he voting for, whatever he running for, you need to know for sure so you can tell his constituents that watch us to vote for him. They, you know what I'm saying? One, like you said, you gave them the name so they can search for it, but if somebody that live in that area or that is specific to that will hear it, they will be more likely to go. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's why when you said that, I went to actually go and look because what I was saying was what I thought it was. But when you said that, that's why I was like, okay, let me.
Yeah, police chief. No, I don't think it could be. Let me just look it up. What's his name? Because I don't know what you doing.
Okay, this is it. I found it. No. What I'm doing is looking. Okay, boom. What his name is Eandra Otis. He says write it in.
Spell it.
That's EYANDRAOTIS. He says write it in. It's for,
he's a write-in.
Yeah.
For what?
Detroit Police Commissioner District 5.
Because your girl Jen be knowing. I knew it was the police commissioner.
I never said that I knew for sure.
I was just saying.
I was just saying that. Here it is. District 5. Anyway.
I guess that's kind of like the equivalent to I told you so. What I just said.
I never said that. If you
I'm saying it. I'm saying it.
Right, if you feel like that, I didn't.
It seemed like it. And it probably is.
I don't.
It probably is. It makes sense that it would be. Yeah. When I was like, that's what I said, police commissioner, I thought, because I just was like, thought I knew what I was, but like, no shade. I don't mean it like that. No, I didn't mean it like I told you so. It was police commissioner. I just was like, I knew if it wasn't chief and you thought, and it was a C word, I'm like, he must mean commissioner.
That's fine because I wasn't like, I was really sure anyway. That's why I was like, shit, I don't really know if that's what it said. Or
no, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So that's fine. But in the same thing, but in the same breath, the former police chief is running for mayor. So I didn't know if you was talking about that as far as mayor and chief. I didn't know if you like had it wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I don't mean to. Anyway, yeah. So Eandra Otis, we're endorsing you here on Time to Talk It Out. We're gonna write you in. I'm gonna write you in. Cause I go vote on Tuesday. I don't do all that other shit. I like to go vote. I like to get my sticker. I like to stick my thing in the hole.
That's only certain districts, I believe, but I may not know because I'm
I
not
don't think.
fluent voter, so I may not know.
Well, I had up until last presidential election, I had a perfect voting record. I vote, and I think the police commissioner is citywide, right? Because we have a citywide police force. It's not district. It's not by districts. So I think we all voting for that, the whole city. I don't think it's go by district. Did he tell you
Mm,
it did?
that's on the flyer for sure. That's why I was saying that it's only certain zip codes, right? And that's why. So the zip codes would be um let me give you 48201, 48202, 48206, 48207, 48214, 48216, 48226, and 48237.
So no. I mean I don't know what is what is it over there at Mansfield Diversity? Let me see. Hold on. Let me
Oh,
see.
that's a great question. I know 48206 is back down
But
towards
so
Grand River and like the Boulevard area.
can I ask you a question? Why do you think that that's the only ones? Because that's right there.
That's what he's promoting. That's why. He's promoting them multiple times. I'm not, that's not something that I'm just saying. Boom, here's it again. 48201, 48202, 48206, 48207, 48214, 48216, 48226, 48237. And he's speaking. Then he has another one where he has the same. So I feel like, why would you be promoting if you're not? You know. So I'm pretty sure that that's why. Because that would be where he would be the commissioner of, right? Because the commissioner only has certain areas, right? The chief has the whole
What?
thing, correct?
That's not. I don't believe that's correct. No.
Ah, okay. I
No.
could be wrong. That's what I
No.
thought now that once you had said that. I thought that you meant the chief controls the whole and then the commissioners are districts. That's what I thought.
I don't believe so. I don't know for sure. So I'm about to look it up.
Okay. While being so, um, if you can rewind back a couple of episodes, you would definitely remember I brought up a young inventor by the name of Julian Brown, African American guy, which was turning plastic waste into gasoline.
Yeah, that was a long. Look at this. That was a long time
That
ago.
was a nice little long time ago, and
I just want to say you're right. Okay, go ahead.
he was an African American that was, on the verge of inventing something that's never been done before.
Yes. And okay.
Recently, he's been missing 2 weeks.
Mm, mm,
He had now the last post that people seen from him allegedly 2 weeks. No one's heard from him. This is allegedly. The last post that people seen from him was him saying that he was being followed by CIA or something like that with helicopters and stuff, and he had hired some type of security. And the comments were, I seen a lot of comments with the picture because he posted his security. And people were saying, you're going to need more than that. He only had like 2 or 3 people. Like, you're going to need more than that type of security. They didn't look like they had no weapons or anything, right? And when I brought this up before, because I was just thinking, like, this young man right here is inventing something that's great, like, that could change, like, the world. You know how much we pay for, like, gas? Also, which was something that brought some light to me as well, because to say, you probably shouldn't be broadcasting this so early
First thing came
during
to
your
my mind.
invention.
Wait till you get enough
Get it
money to
all
get some real
together.
security.
Get your people around you to know that what this is. Know that this is gonna be that. Make sure you're protected. and then put this out. Because now, once you put this out,
Dr. Sebi, I don't even think he lived here. Like, he had a whole compound, and look what happened to him. So, I mean, wow.
I really pray that nothing is really
Man, it's a
going
wrap,
on
bro.
crazy with him. I hope
God rest his soul, because it's been 2 weeks, and it's a wrap.
I hope that.
Hopefully he preserved.
I pray that.
Prayerfully, he preserved his work. Because he out of there.
But the thing is, if they gonna take him, they gonna take anybody else that know the recipe.
But see, it gets greater later, and eventually victory. Okay, and so somebody wants to figure out how to.
Nah, since he did it.
Yeah, it get better. Like, somebody gonna last a little longer. Somebody gonna stay their ass off the internet until they got their shit mass produced or something. And
I want to say he was from Chicago. Up
wow.
the street.
He was black?
Black guy.
Wow, you knew that was gonna kill him. What? Please.
On the live.
He was gonna. I can take it out in post. Sorry, y'all.
You know what?
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
That's just bad.
God rest his soul.
That we can't come up with our own, you know.
That's why we gotta vote.
The thing is, we can't come up
Pray
with
about
our
it first,
own.
though.
Why? Because they want to have control. They want the money off of your invention. If you got an invention, just be smart about it. Just be smart. Listen.
Especially if it goes against one of the big 3 conglomerates like healthcare, tobacco, firearms. You know what I'm saying?
Strike that oil. You strike that oil.
Yeah, make sure you if you coming into an alignment with them, make sure you keep all your ducks in a row and make sure you most definitely prayed up to the right God.
Absolutely. Because I'm really praying for
Don't be praying to the ancestors, aunties, universe, none of that.
I really hope that for some way, somewhere, he ain't really hurt. Like tragically. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, we hope.
I'm really praying. I'm really praying for that kid. Absolutely. Because that kid been putting in work for years. And the thing is, he been broadcasting it for years. And all this time, it was okay. But now, since it's becoming successful, it becomes the problem.
They knew it was going to work the first time they seen it. They just been waiting in their wings. That's all. They knew it was going to work. Because they know what's going to work. They know. They are anything somebody going to find, they already know.
That's very possible. All right. I want to move. Okay. I think we've been out of Detroit anyway, right? We've been.
No, I got one last Detroit thing.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Let's go to that.
So my last Detroit thing. What up, though? Is you cool? Make sure y'all know about this because this is a positive thing about what's going on in Detroit. Even though it may seem like
because motherfuckers ain't been cool on Detroit lately.
Even though it may seem like it's been a lot of bullcrap, violence, and all that, in all reality, the Detroit Innovative, and this is a definitely innovative program, is technological, and they have a very good track record of catching people. The very innovative and successful Shot Stoppers community violence intervention.
Shot Spotters.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Shot Spotters. The community violence intervention program, which funds programs like the New Era Community Connection, Detroit 300, etc., has helped to drive a dramatic drop in the violent crime in Detroit. And it's down up to 83% between August and October from August and October of 2024 and now. It's been 203 unalivings in 2024, which is the lowest since the 1960s. So they using technology to catch y'all and stop y'all and put some of these.
They know where them shots coming from. Mm-hmm. They know exactly.
Mm-hmm. So I feel like that's a deterrent, and it's also a way to put some of these guys that's quick to pew somebody for no reason or just, getting some of them off the streets.
And them shot spotters
Cause
be on
like we was
point
just
too.
talking about, I feel like it was just as bad ever since crack been out. I feel like it's been basically just as bad as it is now. We just hearing about more of it now. That's why they're talking about the mid '60s. But that's about the last time, the mid '60s, early '70s, that the black community was on a upswing. Because that's about the last time that you had the right formula for the black household. You had the father, you had God in the household. They was going to church. They took prayer out to church. They then took so many programs to give people avenues to gain wealth and sustain themselves. Since the late '60s to now, they have done everything they can to bring us down. But I feel like with the upscale of a lot of these police commissioners and stuff like that, which I found out that there are 11 police commissioners in Detroit. So there's that. It's not just one. These people, these police forces
I
are.
didn't say no.
No, I said it was just one.
Oh, I was about to say. I said it was one chief.
I said I'm talking about me. I was wrong.
Okay, no, I didn't. Okay.
I'm saying I was wrong.
Okay, I understand.
Because I thought there was only one police commissioner. But apparently there are 11 in Detroit.
I mean, Detroit is bigger than what people think too. People think Detroit is small. It's a lot bigger than what you think. So it's a lot of stuff that just happens here that just I feel like shit. Police can't get to in time, or it's just a lot of the wrong incidents that just happens here, and we trying to bring it down to a minimum. That's our goal. We gotta do it one person at a time, one day at a time. Um, However, it's not gonna happen all in one movement, right? So our goal is solely to try and to get people back to where we look out for one another, a community, a neighborhood. So where was respect when they had where was the respect they had for their parents? So should they be held accountable? I'm lost on exactly what that was at. But anyway, um listen though, as a thing, as the community, we want to bring the community, we want to bring the neighbor back in neighborhood, we want to bring the community back as a whole. We want to look out for one another again. We want to turn the community back into a village. We gotta start one day at a time, one group at a time, individually, one person at a time. If that's how it has to go, if that's what it takes, we are willing to put the time in, the work in, with the people, and knowing that we will deal with all types of people is okay. Not saying that we are the answer, but at least we may be able to give you resources to the answer. We can help you along the way to follow up during resources. It's just so much stuff that's here for us that we are not taking advantage of that can help us in so many ways. And I feel like we just need to apply ourselves for that, and we need to help one another. If I know something, I want to pass it to the next.
Don't be a gatekeeper, bro. Don't be a hater.
If I can use this or not, if I can't use it, I'm going to pass it to the next.
Don't be a hater. Don't be a gatekeeper. If I can use it,
I'm going to pass it to the next. I want to pass positive information to everybody around me because I want everybody to have the same access that I have to moving forward, to getting that greater step, that next step, that we want to be like that, because we don't want to have to look and say somebody got it before me, because jealousy is a thing that we should not have.
No, but you want to know what? You don't want to know what? You want to know what? No, but honestly, jealousy is a natural thing. But see, the thing is, God gave you a power of a sound mind. So you can control your jealousy. You don't have to let it turn into envy, anxiety, you know, just all of these extra things. It should turn into motivation. You know what I'm saying? You should see that person having something that you want as God showing you that it can happen for you. He can do it again for you. It's all about your perception, man. Perception is everything. If you see joy and if you see optimism and if you see God's plan for you in life, even in the things that you don't have, man, life will be so much better and you'll see so many more things come to fruition. If you constantly looking at what you don't got, you're going to not have much more.
You're looking at the cup.
You're going to not have, you're going to start having less and less and less.
Instead of looking at the cup half full.
If you look at the cup half empty, sooner or later the cup going to be 3/4 empty.
Yep, because you're looking at it for
sooner or later that motherfucker gonna be all the way empty. It's gonna be dry as a Sahara.
You're just looking at it for what's not there instead of looking at it for what is there.
Yep.
You know, you gotta sometimes.
If you look at it half full, matter of fact, if you only remember when it's full and you just thank God for when He fill it back up, thank God for the half that you just drank, and thank God for the fact that you know it's gonna be refilled. You know it's saying His word that He's going to renew you. He replenish. He's the water from which you would never thirst. Your glass is overflowing. It's not half empty. It's overflowing.
Absolutely. You gotta trust. You gotta believe. That's one of the main things, right? I want to move to some social media. A lot of social media stuff that's just been going on. So I want to move to a couple of the things that I know.
Okay.
Social media drama. So you may know this name or you may not. I may be pronouncing it wrong, but I may not. Ramir Satterthwaite.
I have no idea.
Ramir Satterthwaite is the gentleman who claims to be the son of Jay-Z. They've been going through this paternity thing for a very long time. Paternity little thing for a long time. And we were supposed to know by July 18th, I think, that we were supposed to know if Jay-Z was the father or not. So the latest statement from the gentleman, Ramir, was that he is going to withdraw his paternity lawsuit right now, but he said he's not giving up. So his reason for withdrawing is now that he has a lot of more things going on. To me, it just kind of seemed weird in the time that you were supposed to find out within this time. You didn't find out the date that you were supposed to, but instead of pushing, you withdraw. I don't know exactly what's going on with this. I don't know if it's a money move. If you know anything about it, leave us a comment. Let us know.
Wow. I know absolutely nothing about this. I haven't heard about this. I've not been as active on social media and on the internet as I usually sometimes would be around, But, yeah, that's deep. I don't know. I'm torn between he took a settlement and he got the results and don't want to disclose them because it's negative. Or even more crazy, he got the results and don't want to disclose them because they positive and he got a settlement and took a gag order. That's what I think. That's what I think happened. He got the results, they was positive, and he took a settlement and a gag order.
But he said he don't want the money. He's not doing it for the money, so he says. If you know anything about Ramir Satterthwaite, I hope I'm saying this right, Satterthwaite, please leave us a comment. I have been looking at this for a very long time without even trying to cover it, and it just has been coming back to me. And when I seen that we were past the date and he made a video, I was interested in what he had to say without testing.
How he gonna spend this?
Right. Where's the test? Because
you got paid, bro.
if anybody wants to know, it's you. So where's the test and what do you have to say about it? And that's what he had to say, which I know if you guys were following it in any way, you've seen the video as well. If not, check it out. It's very YouTube-ish. You can find it anywhere. Where he makes a video, Ramir Satterwhite, where he, supposedly, allegedly, the son of Jay-Z, where he makes a video saying that, he's gonna back off the lawsuit at the time.
Okay.
Because he has some other stuff going on.
Okay, other stuff going
on.
on.
But he's not giving up on the fight. Weird to me, but hey, that's
good luck to him. God bless. Godspeed.
I hope everything works
out. Godspeed.
On the up and up, on another note, social media drama. Ray J.
It's my ex-husband. From when I was 11 years old.
Right. Too young to be married.
First of all,
Ray J.
Mind your business.
Has confirmed during a podcast that
he was fucking Auntie Whitney. I know. He was fucking Auntie Whitney. I know.
We're in a relationship.
Hey, listen. I understand, Auntie.
And quotes that
them young bucks to be doing it.
The night that
I'm pretty
she
sure
passed away were the night they were going to make it official.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I
don't know.
Crazy work. Crazy. And
I don't know, man. Ray J is a liar, and I used to love him, but I don't no more. Let's be clear, he is not. He is not my one now. But I think that he is very much a liar. I'm I don't even want to say I'm sorry, Ray J, because I still fuck with you. You my dog, but I just don't want to fuck with you like that no more. But I think you exaggerating though. I don't think you completely lying. I'm gonna tell you, seriously, because he was young. You know what I'm saying? She was older. You know what I'm saying? And she probably did tell him. You know what I'm saying? She might was planning on possibly. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how Whitney is. She loved her a bad boy. Whitney, she might was gonna fuck with him, and she had seen the tape. Ladies, ladies, he don't have the fellas don't have nothing to do with this. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say she had seen the tape. She was
probably letting him crack.
She definitely was letting him crack. What? Oh, she definitely was letting him crack. Now, was she finna make it official and tell everybody in the world she was letting him crack? Is this what I'm saying? Man, your business on this. This is between me and the ladies. Ladies. He was raised by his mama and his daddy in and out the church. He was, he a charmer. Ray J a charmer. And Whitney was vulnerable, coming out that breakup, coming out that rehab and all that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think Ray J is a bad guy, honestly. I think they probably would have helped each other. I think she probably would have helped steer him in a good direction. He been lost ever since. You know what I'm saying? I think that probably traumatized him in a way. You know what I'm saying? And I think they might have been talking about getting more serious. Now, if it was literally we finna, they might, cause the Grammys was later on that night. They might have been planning on coming out together on a red carpet. Something. We don't really know what they had planned, so I can't say he lying. I do believe they had a relationship. Too many people confirmed it. You know what I'm saying? And he seems to know too much. And I have seen her with him, talk about him. I believe they had some type of relationship. Whether or not it was just literally her plan to come out that night. Yes. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think that it's just completely false. It gotta be false. I believe it's possible.
So you said all that to say shit like young niggas. All right. Whitney.
No, I mean, I'm saying Whitney
was
was
down
not
for-
discriminatory. Whitney didn't discriminate.
Whitney was down for the young.
Whitney had been with her husband for so
And
long.
Ray J had that bag. Yeah.
Whitney had
And-
Ray J bag wasn't really that big. Ray J bag wasn't nowhere near bigger than hers. Ray
not-
J had that.
Not that
Ray
money
J-
bag. He got that pack. He got that pack. In.
Oh yeah.
Not the money bag. He had the pack in. All right, now, moving right along. He had that pack in. All right. But not that.
3,000.
No, the pack.
No, I'm
But,
saying Wendy. I mean not Wendy. Whitney was seeing the pack that he was carrying, and she was like, "Gup, gup, 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 gup."
Not what I'm talking about. Something with the
Oh,
bag, you know.
I'm sorry.
The shit.
What bag? What is it about?
Never mind. If you know, you know.
No, no,
She
no,
wanna sit here and
no.
act like she don't know. She want to talk
I
about
swear to God, I don't know what you was talking about because I don't believe he was her. I don't believe he was her dealer. I don't believe he was her dealer.
All right,
I don't,
anyway.
no.
All right. That's why we moved right along.
No.
All right. Okay.
I believe he might have knew. I believe he might have introduced her to one, but I don't believe he was it. I don't believe he was it. No.
All right, we move right along 8 times. What's up? Moving right along. Right now.
I don't believe he was her dealer.
All right. Anyway, what I next subject is the T app that y'all Detroit people went crazy on.
Is you on there?
They hacked that.
Is you on there, T Double? Is you on it? Man, let me see. Is you on here?
I wouldn't know because I'm not. I ain't got access to it. But anyway, that.
Let me see. Is you on the T app? Hold on. Let me look on here live on that show.
That T app that y'all went crazy for, they hacked that. Allegedly, that's hacked, and pictures, selfies, all that is exposed. No personal
Pictures of who? Our pictures ain't on there. Our selfies ain't on there. Oh, what? Like the selfie that we had to use to get in? Like nobody cares about that. So what?
Oh, you okay? You on the T app? Okay, all right. That's what that means. Okay.
I'm not on the T app.
No, you got access to it because you talking about.
I mean,
selfie that
we is a whole podcast talking about trending topics and shit like that. You thought I wasn't gonna check the shit out?
I mean, I didn't say you wasn't. Do you think? Okay, now, okay. Oh, you know what? We did. And I'm sorry, y'all. I meant to put this together. This is my fault. I meant to merge together. Glow really, it is her birthday today. Shout out to her again. Shout out to Glow. Happy birthday. That's my homegirl too, anyway. But you know what? She was arrested back, but she's out now, of course. She
That was
was
some bullshit.
arrested. Now you know we gotta give y'all updates because we see y'all once a week, so we gotta give y'all the updates.
Y'all might already know about this. This might be old, is what he's saying.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Glorilla was arrested on charges of possession of marijuana, and she was the one who turned herself in. By the way, y'all don't think that you know what I'm saying. Somebody pulled her over there like that. She turned herself in, bonded out on like a $22,000 or $2,000 something. I didn't record the money. She bonded herself. I'm sure she bonded herself out because it was some change according to what she does. You know what I'm saying? So, that just kind of, for the moment, that stood out to me when it happened. I didn't know that we was gonna record on her birthday. No lie.
Happy birthday, girl. I love
Happy
you.
birthday. I didn't know that we was gonna.
You so
I
cute.
didn't know that we was gonna record on her birthday. You know what I'm saying? So she was just happened to be in the segment about that because as soon as I had seen that she was locked up, I was kind of mad about it. Like, why y'all locking up Glow? You know what I'm saying?
They hating, bro.
That's my homegirl too. Even though all that ass that she got, all that ass, Glow, all that ass. Okay, you got a lot of more work to do. Okay, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
It's a cute little ass though.
Yeah, you know
That motherfucker sit up. I mean,
oh yeah, she do her little clapping phases with it.
you know what I'm saying? Glow. I remember when my booty was little like that.
That's all right.
I'm about to get it back down though. It ain't gonna get that small, but I'm on a healthy eating journey. You know, so I remember when.
Move around.
Go ahead, Glow.
Alright.
Be careful, because after you turn 30, that's when them shit starts spreading.
Move along. Okay. Now, I didn't really put this in Detroit news because I didn't feel like this is Detroit news, but it got something to do with Detroit news. It's your boy, y'all. It's y'all favorite, man.
Y'all's boy, no, because not man, I don't fuck with him.
Tracy T, man. Listen.
Okay.
So, he goes live, right? And he is mad because he claims Zadarius checks him about calling Cash Doll. Like, you feel me? Like,
hold on, huh? Wait a minute. Hold on. So, wait a minute. So, Zadarius checked Tracy T about calling Cash Doll.
right.
He probably called her at the wrong time and we ain't had shit to do with the son. You mad? You trying to sneak your ass back in? Now you see me treating her like something.
This is what.
No, get the fuck on, dog.
This is what Tracy T claims, right?
Go ahead
this is what he says.
Don't got shit to do with y'all son. This is my son now, nigga. Fuck on.
He said, nigga trying to check me for calling my baby mama.
That's not your baby mama.
He said, nigga, you gotta deal with me for the rest of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, Tracy T obviously is still mad.
He jealous as hell.
He is still sitting and...
What
happened to grapes? Grapes? What happened to that? Like,
right.
I thought he was having fun getting grapes on a yacht and all that. Like,
you gonna miss your water till your cash run dry, nigga.
It was funny to see him sitting back mad about that because
that's so hilarious.
He's talking about me and my baby mama. You gonna have to deal with me for the rest of them. Like,
no, not for
and
real.
I was just thinking like,
not for real.
you really gotta be mad to even say that because really, real talk, the nigga don't gotta deal with me. The baby mama, well, at his stage, because the kids are young. I mean, shit, we can have a little combo, but when the kids get of age, you don't even gotta deal with me to a certain extent. Like, shit, like, if it ain't nothing major that I feel like you gotta say, like, right then and there, that probably, oh, your baby ain't tell you, listen, they bullshitting because they don't want to tell you this. They need that, this too. Okay, all right, or, you know what I'm saying, some shit happen. Granted, that's just how life goes. You know what I'm saying? Something's gonna happen, or it's gonna be something good, or it's gonna be something bad. In the good,
right?
I'm sure.
I mean, y'all can be cordial, but
yeah, my child can tell.
You don't have to do all that extra shit with your baby mama, and he don't have to do all that extra shit with Cash Doll. He's trying to make an excuse. I just feel like he's trying to make a reason out of an excuse, or an excuse out of a reason, and no, it's too much technology out here. Too much shit going on. You don't have to contact my future wife. He need to just marry her though, because if he ain't married her, he really can't say that.
He talking about nigga gonna tell me.
If Zadarius ain't married her, he really can't say shit.
He talking about nigga gonna tell me.
She could talk to whoever the fuck she want to talk to. God forbid it's her baby daddy. Damn, and he trash.
All right. Anyway, I forgot.
Damn, I talk too much. No, you was talking about what Zadarius said back. You was talking about his response.
No, that wasn't Zadarius. It was something dog said.
Tracy T?
Yeah.
He said.
He said, nigga told me.
Was Zadarius said to him?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was some. I will have to look the video up to pull it out. But anyway, we ain't gonna go to that. But that's
I'm sorry, I'll talk to you.
I definitely wanted to take a moment for this one. My boy Dion, I love him to death. I love what he does. I've been watching him for a minute since he been actually playing. So for him to be coaching, then coaching his sons, and then just the journey. Dion been on a journey just as well as kids have, you know, and he's going through some stuff right now where he has bladder cancer.
Who? Deion Sanders?
Yeah, so
you always come with some shocking shit that I be like,
it's like a possibility
Damn.
that they talking about, and I don't know. Allegedly, I know that there has been bladder removal talks, but I'm like, can you do that? Can you even remove your bladder? Then what, you got to get a bag? Like, so my boy Dion has had a journey in his life, and he has already had problems with blood clots in his leg to where he had to get, like, amputee stuff down there. Um,
Do you think that's got anything to do with football?
a lot of it does, yep. A lot
Bladder?
of it. Now I don't know about the bladder, but I know about the amputee with his foot like that. Cause that came from blood clots. Having blood clots and not servicing them and just going right back and playing. It may feel good right then and there, but that's wear and tear later, So, um, but as far as the rest, I don't know. Could just come with hereditary, maybe age, maybe I don't know. But he's been doing just what he's been doing, a hell of a job, and
God bless him. Cause I
absolutely,
like him, like you said, he's done a lot for the black community, especially in sports. So,
absolutely.
God bless him. So is that it for What Up Though? Is you cool and Beyonce's internet?
Yeah, because that was it for me. I was about to say that was more.
Awesome. So now I can put you in a hot seat for about 30 minutes to an hour. Then we can get off of here early.
What's the hot seat? I don't know what that is.
I'm just talking shit for real because we really want to put y'all on the hot seat. So the main goal is for you guys to engage. So these next questions, we want you guys to leave us comments and answer. I just want to see what T Double gonna say. So we want him to answer too.
Sound like some setup to me. What y'all think? Do it sound like setup? Because I know what setup sound like, and I feel like that sound like setup. But I mean, I could be wrong.
How?
Let me know if I'm wrong.
Have what? Like have I?
No, ahead,
and why would I ever set you up? Like that sound like some bullshit that I would never do.
Continue. Let's hear.
I would never set nobody up, especially not nobody that I care about.
All right, so let's hear what it was that you had to say. We're listening.
You want to smell my feet?
No, we listening.
Okay. So these are 25 questions that I got our girl Cat to give us for singles who are over 35. And oh, you know what? I don't keep these two though. So let me see.
Look, y'all set up. Look, y'all set up.
You know some bullshit.
Set up. It's a setup.
Absolutely not. He can smell my feet. Give me something good to eat. No, but for real. Stop playing with me. Y'all, I'm sorry about this.
Right, she said she had something that was supposed to be ready, and then I done already walked away.
Y'all want to smell my feet?
I done walked all the way around the block and came back. Still ain't ready. That took a
Do
leap.
y'all want to smell my feet? That's what I want to know. Oh, okay. So, yes, we got 25 questions or whatever. We might not get through all of them. I have not vetted these questions, looked at them in advance, none of that. So if it's something crazy, wild, blame it on Cat, okay? Not me. All right?
Is that how that go?
A period. That's what I said, and I said, and I
Oh,
said.
okay, when you said it.
Okay, so what? This is a good one though. That's your obsession of the week. That's another thing I want to put in here.
Get y'all some minis.
So, what is something that you wish more people understood about dating over 35?
That is not the same as dating when you was a kid.
Sure.
You know what? No, I don't like. This is a real thing. So when you of certain age and you dating, especially of 35 and above, I feel like we should not be treating future relationships as past relationships. We should not look at, hey, you know what? This is you old enough now. Like, and I don't like when people put a stigma on stuff like you old enough. I don't like that neither. But the thing, when I say you old enough now, you old enough to say I'm not even gonna. I don't have to deal with you. When I'm dating, I'm gonna date under this structure. So if you fall into this alignment, I will possibly date you. But you don't have to just say yeah to everybody just because they came around.
Absolutely.
And I don't like when people try to treat somebody like I only said yeah to you because you asked me. You could have said no. And we wouldn't even have to go through this.
Matter of fact, fuck that. Fuck that. You could have said no. Please say no.
I'd rather
and hurry up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like don't waste our time, especially after 35. We don't have it. Mm-hmm. I don't have time and you don't have time. If you know this ain't that, don't like for what? Trying to get some coochie? Yeah, at this trying point, to get some peen, trying to get I don't know.
Ain't no such thing as even being nice at this point. Like
yeah, like, you can be nice, like, no, but be nice and I'm be good. Upfront and transparent and honest.
I'm good. Ain't for me, I'm good. That's not being mean. Like I don't so yeah, that's what it is for me.
Talking about as far as like not giving your number to somebody you don't want to have it, or not pursuing a relationship with somebody that you don't want to revisit some bullshit or something like that. Right? That's what you're talking about?
Certain stuff is different. Like females, I feel like you might gotta get your number out right now to get away from this situation.
It pays to have a text now number, ladies.
You gotta pursue it.
That's what I'm saying. It pays to have a text now number, ladies. Give them your text now number.
So I'm saying just make sure you in the clear.
Okay.
Before you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, you already know that it can be a no, but it can be a night where you chilling and the motherfucker just hassling you. You like, man, I really don't want nothing to do with you, but I know if I tell you, hey, yo, give me your, I'll take your number. You probably gonna leave me alone at least and let me enjoy my night because you think I'm gonna call you when I leave. Sometimes you really gotta go through that. Like, shit, I'm gonna hit you up when I leave. Yeah, give me your number. I'm gonna call you when I leave. As long as he see you there, now he might not bug you no more. But if you don't interact with him, what's up, man? Shit, he all on you the whole. You know what I'm saying? So to get some kind of gap, some kind of relief, yeah, you might go through some shit sometimes. Yeah, but to pursue it that's when it creates the problem.
I feel like a lot of people pursue bullshit that they don't really want, or relationships that they don't really want, for several reasons. Number one, just to have somebody. They just the type of person who can't be alone, you know what I'm saying?
Or something involved that's convenient to the person.
That was me next. Like, it's something you want. You don't want them for the long haul, but it's something that they got right off the back that you want to use. You know, so yeah. But
I may be able to make you think I like you long enough that I can ask you, hey yo, I seen some. It's crazy. It was, matter of fact, it was your auntie Tia. Saying some crazy stuff.
Okay.
Oh, when you get one, use them. Tell them you got a lawsuit coming up. Ask them for $5,000. Tell them give you 5,000. You'll give them the money back and get your lawsuit. This and that. Get everything you can get out of them. And then when you done, change all the info you got. And I was just like, the energy that you putting into this, and I understand to a certain extent, right? Cause she's like, well, when I get next to you in your car, you won't be wanting to feel on me and all that. Don't feel on me until you buy me some lamb chops, this, that, and the third. Then I might want to be felt on. Now,
I mean, shoot.
whatever your cup of tea is, right, is your cup of tea, right? Misleading is also a thing, right? Because I can act like I got some money all the way until we get to somewhere, and then I ain't got nothing for you. And then you're going to feel like I misled you, right?
Niggas do that all the time.
What? Misleading is also...
Niggas do that all the time.
That's very ironic if they doing that all the time and then they still getting the buns. If I'm taking you somewhere and then I'm not paying for nothing and I'm still taking you home and I'm getting buns, that's ironic. I don't understand. So then who are we blaming it on then? If I took you somewhere and I told you, I blew smoke in your face, told you I was going to do this, and I got you there and I got you nothing, and I was able to take you home and get buns, whose fault is that?
Who fault is what? That you got the bun?
Yeah.
Why it's gotta be somebody's fault?
Right. Because that's what we was just talking about, right? Because then if it's not, because then, right, because if that don't happen, then everything else is the nigga fault. Because it's going to get blamed.
Like what else?
Because it's going to get blamed.
If what don't happen, if you don't get the buns? If you don't get the buns, you the one going to be mad, not me.
That wasn't the scenario. If I took you somewhere and I gave you nothing and I took you home and I got buns, that's what I said, but that's fine.
No, I'm saying, but that I don't think that's what we was talking about at first, but we was talking about rejection, I thought. But if you took me somewhere and didn't get the buns, that's what I thought we was talking about. Now, if you took me somewhere and get the buns, like what? Like who mad? The only way I'm mad, cause unless you raped me. Or you was just so terrible that I wish I never did it again. I wish I never done it. Then I'm not mad. You know what I'm saying? So what? I don't understand where we coming from with this. Okay. Well, I mean, you know. I guess. Is being single a choice is being single at this age a choice, circumstance, or both?
Choice for sure.
For me, it's a combination. It's a choice because of the circumstances. It's a choice because okay, what's the biggest shift in how you approach dating now versus in your 20s?
I just don't believe nothing. I really don't. I don't believe nothing.
What do you mean?
I mean, specifically back in the day, I was almost going. You know, I was going.
You was almost going.
No, I was going. I wasn't almost. I was going. You can almost tell me anything. I just believed it. Like, no, she ain't like that. She do this and she said this. When it comes to dating, My approach is that I just don't. I don't believe you.
I feel you. I'm the same way.
That's
I'm
just.
the
I
same
just feel
way.
like that's the shift.
No, I'm the same way.
That's the shift, and
No, I'm the
you
same
know.
way. No, I'm the same way. So, where was I? Where is this? So now, do you feel that you are? Is it better or worse? You know what I'm saying? Like dating now versus in your 20s. Uh, you know what I mean? Like, do you feel like you got the hang of it, or?
You're never gonna get the hang of it because it's always gonna change. The thing is it better or worse? It's way better because I don't care. This is the thing.
So the shift is you got an icebox where your heart used to be.
Thing meaning I don't care is I'm not gonna. So, the, what I mean by I don't care, I'm a very careful person. I learned not to chase feelings because chasing somebody else's feelings puts you in a place where you kind of lost, right? Because I'm chasing something that you feel, and I don't really know how I feel at the end of the day because I'm trying to satisfy your feeling. When it comes down to me, and this is what I have learned. So now me trying to satisfy your feeling and chasing your feeling all this time, when it comes down to me, I have nothing but myself to talk to and have to elaborate to myself on how this felt, what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it.
That's your choice.
That's how it goes.
How's that how it goes? You could easily communicate that to the person you're talking about and have an
Tell
open
me when the
communication.
last time a person was or just like, all right, yeah, that don't really matter when a person. It's different, right?
No, I don't know.
It's different.
What do you mean?
It only matters when it's a beneficial or I have to hear this to tell you something that I've been wanting to tell you, or I have to hear this for you to do something I want. Hey, I just want you to get this off so you can. It has to be beneficial. Because when you just gotta hear it just because, no, it don't happen. That's not something that people do. Motherfuckers get tired of you just saying shit just because. That's not a thing. It don't exist. You don't. That's not a thing.
Just saying shit because I'm so confused.
When you're
I'm
just
lost.
saying how you feel just because a mother don't care. You have to be saying how you feel because of a moment.
I mean, but what are we talking about though? Are we talking about?
You asked me a question, I was answering.
No, I'm saying what are we talking? We're talking about when we say a motherfucker. We talking about a love interest, somebody that we looking at as a possible marriage candidate. Like, what are we talking about?
Absolutely, you can say that. You can definitely say it's that person.
Well, no, that's not that. You need that. That's done. That's not a marriage candidate. They don't care. And yeah, I can understand that. I can understand. And I mean, I don't understand, when and where that comes from, why that happens, but I understand feeling like that. Feeling like this person don't even care. So, like, why the fuck am I doing all this? You know what I'm saying? And going this extra mile and acting like I care so much when this person obviously don't care. Like, so I don't know. But like, what do you feel like are the red flags that a person don't care for real? If they telling you they care, they showing up like they care. Like how do you feel like they don't care?
You gotta look at actions. You gotta look at.
I just said they showing up like they care. It ain't about what they saying. They acting like they care. I said that they acting like they care.
Okay, you got to look at actions. You got to look at as far as interest. declines, differentials, actions as far as I'm gonna show you that your interest means something to me. That don't mean that I'm gonna be interested in what you interested in, but your interest means enough to me for me to at least acknowledge your interest. Um, your declines, which means the exact same thing. The things that you don't like, that do not mean I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon and say I don't not like that because you don't. But I am interested in what you don't like. Um, connection, vibe, connection. You don't. Everything is not gonna be a connect, right? We ain't about to just be like, wham, I said this and then you finish my sentence and I'm like, damn, we got a connection. It's not gonna be like that. A connection is an understanding. To know, to say, yo, I can almost feel what you going through at this time. I ain't the one going through it, but you going through it, I know how you feel. A connection.
Empathy.
It's just a lot of, it's different ways, and the thing is, people gotta take time. People gotta take time in order to understand if this is your way or if this is not. And it just be, it can easily be like, it could easily be a turn that you make because you like, yeah, that's it, boom, and I'm supposed to do this now. And it can be a turn and just be like, wait, what? Like, I thought we was so fast. It could just be different ways. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you could just feel like, okay, you know what? I'm not feeling this no more. This ain't what I thought. And I'm over it.
It could go that. It could go that. That's a possibility.
How do I say this?
It can go that.
How do I tell this person that I don't really want to go where I thought I wanted to go? And now I just kind of want to just maybe just leave it here, maybe backtrack and not even go here. Whatever. Is that what you're saying?
I don't think, no.
Like, we went too fast. Like, let's back up because this was a lot.
No, totally different. But anyway, okay.
No, I'm trying to understand it that because you just said a lot, and that's what I got from that. If I was wrong, elaborate, make me understand.
That was totally different. Just I had nothing to do with too early and yeah, that's not no.
Elaborate for the people.
I'm sure that the elaboration is very clear, right? So the thing is, I know what you're doing, me personally. That's another thing. But what I have said is very clear to the understanding that situations can just be misled. I didn't say nothing about, oh, well, you can just say, hey, let's back up, or maybe we went. That's not nothing about what I said. But
well, misled in what way?
To elaborate, then
misled in what way? I don't understand. Then, like, misled in what way?
When you rewind the video, you would definitely understand, because I said that when you rewind it, so you would definitely see. Because misleading is a thing.
Elaborate. Give me an example. Cause I mean, I must have been wrong. The example that came to me was wrong. You saying?
I said what? Wow. Okay.
You saying that ain't what you was talking about? That ain't what you said?
I said the example that you gave.
It's wrong.
I didn't say the example that came to you because that's what you said. How can I? Something came.
The example that I gave was the example that came to me. I don't understand what you're talking about.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Right. Okay. The example that I gave was the example that came to me.
Bingo. Right. So, so what was the next one that you were going for?
How long is this going on? 2 hours. Okay. We got 30 more minutes.
If that even.
What does a healthy relationship actually look like to you now?
More than anything, two people who understand each other. Because that kind of sums it up for me.
How do you get an understanding?
You get an understanding just by knowing the person. You get acquainted. You know the person.
You read minds? Is that telepathy?
No,
telepathy?
You get acquainted. You know the person. You get acquainted. That's how you do it.
Takes time.
Basically, you get acquainted. Like, everything you do.
How long does it take to get acquainted?
Sure, everybody different, so you never know. You can't really put a limit on somebody as if everybody got the same time. So.
Okay. How do you know when you're emotionally safe with someone?
Emotion for me, it's kind of like a big thing, right? So if you want to be emotionally, I don't know. I just feel like when you could kind of just say how you feel and you ain't got to worry about hearing it from somewhere else.
Like they're gonna tell your business to an outsider?
Yeah, basically. Or just anybody,
Well, who
basically
else
just having
you don't want to hear I told you so.
No. Basically just having somebody that you can talk to.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you express your stuff or, emotions, whatever, you don't want to hear nothing back. You just want to have an ear to hear, but not like judge or give advice or whatever.
Yeah. Somebody that you can talk to. If you about to say, look, I told you this, and I told you this because, and that's why I told you that. That's fine, because we're having a conversation. That's fine. The other thing is, I told you, whatever you said, you told me, whatever. Because when I said something that I told you, and it happened and you was against it, I'm going to also say, remember the time when. So that's not what it's about. It's about a person who can generally just take this information, hold it solid, give it back to you and you only.
Give it to Holy Spirit at the most.
And yeah, basically. Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right. So, you okay? Next.
Is there anything in there?
No, there's nothing there.
Okay. What did your last relationship teach you about yourself?
I think we already asked this so long ago.
Well, let's skip it.
No, that's fine. I'm fine with it. If we go, keep going.
No, it's just, I mean, it's Chat GPT, so you know she be repeating herself.
Absolutely.
That's what I said. Let's skip it.
I know.
Yeah, no. We can skip it. I'll get the next one. I gotta pour mine in the cup because this is my last cup.
If I'm not mistaken, I said something about communication. That was one of the main things. I think that was
You said what? What about communication?
That just communication. That was it. One of the main things.
What about communication though? I'm sorry.
You said what was? You said what? What the question was? What?
What did your last relationship teach you about yourself?
More communication.
That you got poor communication?
Yeah, that was more communication.
No, it didn't. It didn't teach you that.
That's what it did.
No, it didn't. You still haven't learned that.
Oh, you're right. So I don't know what it taught me then, because obviously
you still haven't learned
been with myself.
Or if you have learned it, you haven't chosen to change it. So maybe you just don't give a fuck.
I haven't been with myself for these years, so I don't know.
I mean, I'm just saying, as a person just coming in from the outside looking in, coming in, if you learned that about yourself, you didn't choose to change it. So maybe that's what you like. Fuck it, I ain't about to, deal with it.
All right. That's what happened, because I just got here. So I don't know. I just got here.
What you mean you just got here?
I mean, like, I just got to this body probably.
I'm pretty sure you've been in that body for damn near 40 years, but you don't communicate out of it very well.
I probably just got to this body probably.
It's like pulling teeth.
2 weeks ago. So
and you got all your teeth, don't you?
No. So I
bet you ain't got very many of them pulled, and when they pulled them, I bet you it was hard as hell.
A lot of them, no, a lot of them are pulled. A lot of them. So, yeah, it's very bad. It's very bad in there. So, but,
Nah, but for real, y'all. It be like pulling teeth, talking in teeth of them. And better yet, no, that's a lie. It's not. It's easy to talk to T though. He's very easy to talk to, so I should not lie on him like that. He's very easy to talk to, and he will engage back with you if you talk to him. But don't expect him to initiate nothing, bro. Like, so if you want his autograph, don't come ask. I mean, you better come ask for it. Don't expect him. Like, y'all know my movie out. I'm an extra in To Live and Let Live and Let Live. No, To Live and Die and Live Again. And Uncle Jerome was in the movie, and I met him. His name is Amir Joseph in real life. Uncle Jerome from Snowfall. And it was like he just knew. He understood. I didn't ask because I didn't want. First of all, I'm an extra. I'm trying to be professional. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to be like all starstruck and shit. Like, oh my God, can I get a picture? But when I realized it was him, I guess he noticed me, noticing him, whatever. He was like, you want a picture? You know, like, cool as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
The story is, what are you saying?
I'm saying you need to, step it up and, like, be more open and offer, you know what I'm saying, certain things to where, you know what I'm saying, it's not to the point where somebody feel like they gotta, like, case in point. Okay, congratulations, y'all. Big up to T-Double. He won his game Saturday, him and his team, and they are about to win the championship next week. Like, big up. He finally about to get the ring he want. He literally gonna put it on his married finger, which is kind of weird to me, but whatever. Congratulations to them in advance. But you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm done with that.
Yeah.
But I was just saying, well, he didn't even tell me he won. Like, I'll call. I mean, we ain't gonna go into all that. But I'm like, how was the game? He just was like, it was straight.
Yeah.
No. I'm like, after he got done winning the game in like a blowout, They had like 22 points and the other team had like 2 points, 5 points. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. They won. And I had asked him, I was like, how was the game? He like, oh, it was straight. Crickets. Okay, so I literally assumed they lost, right? So I didn't want to say nothing to like bring it back up and like piss them off about the fact that they lost or whatever. So when I finally synced them again, I asked him again, like, how's the game? He like, oh, yeah, it was good. I'm like, so damn, like, what happened? Did y'all win? Did y'all lose? He like, oh, yeah, we won by 22 points, and they did, so we finna win the championship. I'm like, golly, well, shit, you couldn't tell me that yesterday? I mean, like, what? I was just like, dog, what the fuck, bro? This is crazy. I would have been shouted them out on Facebook the night before. Like, I would have been, like, I knew nothing. Like, fucking around with TW, you're gonna know nothing, bro. You're gonna have to figure it out. Because he's not gonna tell you. You gonna have to ask him like a lawyer. You're gonna have to lawyer him. You have to ask him every question because he's gonna one word answer you and that type of shit to life. But you know, whatever. I'm here for it. Clearly. 26 week 26. Then he's gonna fucking gaslight you and say that. Say some shit like that. Like, oh, no, you tripping. No, that's not what happened. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Gaslighting. Because I'm not tripping. Yes, you do.
Obviously, it's not something I'm obviously, you know, I'm here to talk. You guys get a whole convo. I don't think you would think that that's the thing. But
first of all, that's now. And because the first like 10 episodes, it wasn't like this. So I say I'm very proud of you. I see your growth. And how you're much more open with the, you know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't always like that.
Very natural. First 10 episodes, I was definitely all in just as well. My research probably wasn't as good as it is now to have things to say as far as knowing where we were headed to, you know, alignment, assignment, all that, you know, just things to say, just topics. So I probably was a tad off in the beginning as far as...
No, I ain't even talking about you just being off. You was off. You wasn't necessarily off, but you was a lot more reserved, and I'm glad to see you being more comfortable and open, and you know what I'm saying? But you was more in your introvert bag. You know what I'm saying? You've gotten much more comfortable on the mic and in front of the camera. Period. That's why I felt like I was talking over you at first. And I still do, but not as much because you talk much more now.
I think I'm still the same, but, you know, we're going to leave.
Well, you going to think that. Of course. Y'all, leave a comment below if you think or if you see a difference or a glow up or a confidence boost in T-Double or just talking more in T-Double. Let me know.
I don't, that's not a thing. I'm just,
I'm just making shit up?
No.
I'm tripping. I'm delusional.
As you can see.
I'm delusional. He ain't doing no different, no better. I'm sorry. Take my proud back. No. Yes, he is.
As you can see, I just usually just kind of just, you know, I'm an occasional, when I got something to speak about, I'm going to speak. I'm just an occasional talker. I'm just not, I don't always have something to say is probably the difference. And what happens now is I still debate on things that what I'm going to say now, and it's probably a lot. I'm not gonna say I erase more stuff than what I actually attend to or what I present here. I probably erase a half of the amount. So if you think about what my page is like, I probably not do half of that because I have to have extra to look over because of course I want to come with something that's just top tier. You know, I'm trying to come top of the line anyway. But
Oh, yeah.
beyond that,
T double top
anybody
tier.
anybody could just do. You know what I'm saying? Could just come to you with something. I feel like not only do I try to come with something good because sometimes I turn stuff down that I think is good personally to me. I turn it down because I'm like that's probably not what people want to hear about. I think about what people want to hear.
Mhm.
So it's not even that some stuff I talk about. It ain't that I wanted to talk about this. It's just that I thought this was more so worthy of hearing than some other stuff that I ran across. You know, so it's just in the beginning. It was a different. I had to find more so my lane, where it was coming from, what I was doing. Like I knew what I was doing, but to be specifics, to get down to the nitty the gritty, I'm doing this in what way, and that's where I had the little hump at. But I don't feel as if it was a problem talking because I always said what I wanted to say as long as this has been here because I've never feared people saying, "Oh, you just didn't say the right thing." I never feared that as long as I've had the courage to be here. I never fear people saying, "Oh, you just didn't say this right," or you just because that's I can't. You can only tell me how you feel, and I can tell you how I feel, and
And then one of our feelings is facts. At the end of the day, they flesh. So get over it.
I can tell you I appreciate you even tuning in and listening to how I feel.
Absolutely. And I want to hear your thoughts. Like, leave us a
I would
comment.
absolutely listen
Leave
to
us a
how
comment,
you feel
please.
as well.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like that's the only part that I could say is for me is different is what I've gained knowledge to what people want to hear about. I've gained more knowledge to
This is a good one.
what catches the ear. I feel like that's the only difference for me. Before I just used to be freehand talking about anything. Now I kind of touch.
How do you balance vulnerability and self-protection in dating?
It's just plain and simple. You can't be vulnerable. Like, I mean, shit. Like, what do you that's when you get taken advantage of. That's when you are at the state of to get taken advantage of. That don't mean that it happens all the time, but that is the first weakness that if somebody was looking to take advantage of you, they're looking for you to be vulnerable in some type of way.
Okay, so do you like? Is it your desire to get married?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So, do you believe that in a marriage you have to be vulnerable?
No. But then you don't have to, right? But then again, that's more of a comfortable place for you to do so. It's not nothing that to say, hey.
Do you know what vulnerable means? For real, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or rude or mean or.
What's your
like,
definition?
I mean, we gonna look at what the
Okay,
dictionary say. What I mean, because I know. I mean, I know what I think, but I could be wrong too. What do you think it means? Okay.
Oh no. Because that's what. Okay, yep. It just means vulnerable means you're down at somebody could. You're down at a point of your lows. What is what I think? You're down at a point of your lows to where somebody could say something to easily persuade you or easily to make you feel like, hey, yo, I said something to you to make you feel good. Now you're going to like me. That's what I think. Now, I don't know. You're going to have to say what you think, but you can say the definition.
No, that's a good one. That's great compared. That's great compared to what I thought before I looked up the definition because it's basically like you're at risk. That's what I when I think vulnerable, I mean at risk. That's what I thought before I looked it up. I thought vulnerable means at risk. You know you out there naked, able to get like you said taken advantage of, but so the dictionary says susceptible to physical or emotional attack or harm. A person in need of care, support, protection because of age, disability, or risk of abuse or neglect. So I'm trying to understand how you think you're gonna be able to be in a marriage and not be vulnerable. How men, because you represent men on this show, do you not?
I represent myself more so than anything. Everybody kind of got their own. I can tell you what I think, and that don't mean that that's what every man think. But I can tell you, um, shit, like no, that's not the same. That's just as well as you don't represent every woman on the show. That don't mean that every woman agree with what you say, or you know what I'm saying. What you say represents
I
how
didn't say they
they,
had to agree with you for you to represent them.
or it just represents how they feel. How you feel don't necessarily mean I can tell you this right here.
Everybody don't have to agree with you for you to represent men. You a man, right? So you represent men. Like I mean, y'all not gonna always agree. All men don't always agree. That's life. But you know, you're the man on the hosting panel, and I'm the woman. So regardless, we're gonna represent our genders. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all of us. It's not a where everybody gonna agree with us all the time. But I mean, we don't have no choice but to represent who we are. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean when I say that. And so there are going to be a lot of men that's going to relate to you, that's going to agree with you. There's going to be some that's not. But you know, you represent a certain demographic, a certain amount, a certain type of man that's going to agree with you. You represent them. So I was asking, you know, your take on it from that point of view. Um, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I feel like um, you know, as men, you know, you guys have no choice. It's really not up for debate. Y'all are the leaders. You know what I'm saying? The leaders take the blame, right? But you know, if you not even really acknowledging the teammate because you got a wall up, you don't trust, you done been hurt. That's all been good. We all been hurt. Like women been being used and abused since the beginning of time. You know, if not by Adam, by Satan first. He the first one who manipulated and lied to her, and you know, so females, as you like to say, we not perfect. You know, we do have our issues. But my whole thing is this. If you're gonna be if you wanna operate in the office of a man, if you wanna operate in the office of a husband, at some point you're going to have to stop victim blaming, you know what I'm saying? Stop pointing the finger and be the leader that takes the blame. You know what I'm saying? And if there is a lack of communication, if it's on your end, be willing to open up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Don't And if it's to the point where your partner is like doing too much, it's just like be willing to say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because women ain't perfect. Like I said, God still be working on us. We deal with a lot. Daddy
Until
issues,
y'all
insecurities.
understand that, then
Until we
when
understand
y'all
what?
understand that, then it'll be different. It'll be
Understand what?
You said it, not me. I'm telling you until
I
y'all
said
understand.
a lot.
You just said what was your last thing? Women are not perfect, and I said until y'all understand, it ain't. That was literally
A lot of women understand that.
A lot of y'all don't.
A lot of women understand that we're not perfect, and what we want is somebody that's going to love us through our imperfections.
A lot of women are never wrong, which means you're perfect, right? You're never wrong, which means also, right, whatever that you do or say is law, which means you're also perfect, right? Because, right, 'cause ain't no way that all this lines up to where you are a woman is living the way that you thought that this is just damn like what I'm supposed to live like this. Fantasy. Nigga better boom. Ain't no way you live like that and thought that that was fair. No, that's because you're getting your way. See, females just fail to realize the difference between getting their way and then what's fair. Because a lot of niggas gonna give you your way.
Life ain't fair, first of all. And life ain't fair, so that's stupid. That's childish.
And that's the main thing
to say anything about being fair, because life ain't fair. There's a compromise.
That's all that.
That's who?
Poverty minded. That's all that. And that's what people call it. But the thing is,
how do people? What do poverty minded got to do with being unfair?
I'm telling you, that's what people call it. Because people say, "Oh well, as you are supposed to." I mean, if you take anything less than what you supposed to, you poverty minded is what people call it.
I don't believe that. I don't.
Oh, that's what people call it for sure.
That's not what I think poverty minded is. No, I believe that the Bible says you have to take pride and take care of the small things, and then he'll reward you with bigger. So I don't believe that that's poverty. I think poverty mindedness is holding on to a bunch of little bullshit, thinking that you got to keep this because you might not get none better. That's poverty minded to me. Feeling like, you better hold on to this because I'm in poverty. I might not get nothing else. Or I can't, like I said, the risk. You know what I'm saying? Being afraid to risk a couple dollars because I'm on a fixed income. If I try to start this business,
but then only to a male that's poverty minded, right?
Not to a woman too. I tell my mama
because of a female that ain't the same.
That's not who said that. I don't subscribe to that. I tell my mama all the time she poverty minded and about the poverty minded shit she do. I try to focus on things and don't be poverty minded myself because I know that there was a time when I was there. I'm definitely not poverty minded, and I will tell a female if she poverty minded, I'll call that shit out in a minute. I don't know what female you talking about, but it's damn sure not me.
I was just saying in general. I'm speaking in general. I never spoke about a person.
Okay, yeah, but you said female, right? Like, that's a general thing on most females.
In general.
Man, I don't believe that at all. Females are some of the most biggest hustlers, some of the most biggest investors.
Bingo.
So how's we poverty minded?
Because you're going to keep your money to do what you want. But then if somebody else don't give you money, they're broke.
That and
But if you can have your money, but you won't want to spend it on this. I want Red's money. But then if a nigga be like, shit, man, hell no, I ain't spending my money on that. You buy this, nigga, you broke. You on poverty. That's exactly. Bingo. As a nigga, you supposed to be offering up your whole entire pocket to make her happy and be broke at the end of the day while she got a pocket full and she gonna turn around and go and do whatever she want with that. If you don't do that, you're some type of broke, poverty-minded ass nigga. That's how life go. How? Well, I mean, it was just a setup like that. You know, it wasn't nobody specific.
Well, I mean, hey, God made y'all the providers. I didn't. We didn't.
Providing.
God put y'all. God put y'all to sleep and pull that.
You want a nigga to be here with you during time that you ain't got nothing to do, but be at work making some money. But still, I want you to go on vacation. But while we on vacation, still be at work because I want some money when I come on. Listen, providing. Females take it to a whole nother extent. Because if you can't do everything on the list, you broke. And if you can't, another nigga gonna do the rest. You did half of it. Thank you for helping him. Hey, I'm just only speaking to how it is.
You feel like that's how it is in a marriage too?
That's just how it is.
Like she gonna go get another nigga to do in a marriage?
In general. It's no in between. If there is no, oh, we gonna solidify from this level to the, it's in general.
No, I believe. I mean, I don't know. You know, I've never been married.
No.
Unfortunately, because when I get married, I'm never getting a divorce. But from the successful marriages that I have seen, and just what Holy Spirit puts on my heart, the way Holy Spirit tells me that I should be when I get married, it's not like that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? The way I operate now, like I say one thing, I want to be one way. And, you know, with certain people, I might even be different than I am with others. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard for me to just stand back and just let a motherfucker pay for everything. You know what I'm saying? For several reasons. First of all, I don't got time for you to be throwing that shit back up on my face, calling me a gold digger, telling me I just was using you for XYZ. Like, no, sir. Please believe I can do pretty much all this shit by myself. Or at the very least, like, I could get somebody else to do this with me. Like, this is not, I'm not just looking to you to fund my life or pay my bills or get my nails done, get my hair done. Like, that's never been me. I've literally never asked a nigga for some money to get my hair done. Never in my life.
You misunderstood the concept of it.
No, I'm not. You just said
females got every kind of nigga for certain shit. You think because one nigga you know what I'm saying? Listen.
Why you worried about the next nigga pockets?
I'm not, but it's a line of niggas. It's how females line them up, right? Because you gonna worry about the next bitch time. The thing is, it's not worried about the next nigga pockets.
I mean,
you gonna worry about the next bitch time because if she can spend time with you when I can't, you worried about it, right? So
no, absolutely not.
Oh,
absolutely not.
Baby.
You wanna know why? You wanna know why? Because I'm about to tell you why. As long as you keep it at 100, don't tell me this my time. Have me waiting. Have me not available to do something else with my time. So you can go fuck with another bitch. If you tell
even if this time was supposed to say, hey, yo, look, boom, shit, this just a time we already what? You can't keep one thing you can't do is you can't tell me a female, right? Because listen, you can't tell me a female. One thing you can't do is tell me a female. I got too many of them in my family. It's every kind, right? A female can say, oh, go ahead. But then as soon as you gone, oh, well, it was just, I don't know. I just feel weird when you was gone. It was this, it was that. You got hassled the whole time, though.
That's because you didn't tell me you was going to be gone for real. 9 times out of 10.
No.
You made it seem like it was gonna be something else. If you and then that might be a majority of the females. Like,
that's a female thing. That's a female thing. That's for sure a female thing. You know, and I don't care how you put it, where you lay it. It's a female thing. Just as well as you want to lay traits, it's just double standards. Females live off double standards. You want to lay traits. Niggas got traits. Females ain't got traits. Y'all live off double standards.
But niggas don't? Are you smoking crack?
How many double standards niggas getting away with over females?
Oh my God.
Please.
How many? Like, count. Let me count the ways. You just don't know. Oh, yeah. How many ways? Oh. So many ways. What do you mean?
I'm just waiting. Double standard.
First of all, double standard. Let's start with the biggest one, the elephant in the room. A nigga can fuck 100 hoes, women, bitches, old ladies, dogs. It don't matter. And he's labeled nothing but a stud. A fine a nigga that's out here doing his thing. You know what I'm saying?
With it.
Let a female fuck 5 niggas. She a hoe.
When is you a hoe? When you make the nigga mad that can't fuck. If a nigga
females call you a hoe. Niggas that you don't let fuck call you a hoe.
Niggas that can fuck, he can get on, and he ain't even gotta fuck. If he feel any kind of special, you nowhere near a hoe.
That's a damn lie. Well, as soon as you make him feel like he not, as soon as you don't give him
time, that's just like a female.
That's not. What do you mean? That's just like a female.
If a nigga said I fucked 10 bitches and told a female I fucked 10 bitches and you made her mad, you a hoe ass, dirty ass nigga fucking all these hoes.
Nobody don't care about that.
Oh my God! You right.
Niggas don't care about that.
I'm done.
Niggas don't care about a nigga being called a hoe. Society don't care about niggas being called a hoe. That's not the same. It's you fucking
So
crazy.
The next bitch don't give a fuck if this bitch said she just heard your hoe, you got fucked all these. She don't give a fuck.
No, depending on the type of nigga he is, hell no. Cause you already know that a nigga got, especially if a nigga fine, got some money, you already know he probably was a hoe.
So
you want him? You thinking that yes, bitches be delusional, thinking that he gonna change for her.
No, you went for the money then.
It ain't even about the money. The nigga might not even have no money. The nigga don't have. He could just be fine and not have no money.
Oh well, okay.
What are you talking about?
That was then your fault.
The nigga could just have clout. The money and everything. That's what niggas. That's another one of y'all problems. Y'all think money everything. Money ain't everything.
No, it ain't. Cause ain't a motherfucker coming up to you talking about you can just fuck for free.
Shit,
it ain't everything. But I ain't know a female that said you can just fuck for free.
Shit, yes it is. Did you listen? Did you pay every bitch you ever fucked?
What you gotta understand is paying is did I hand over fist? No. Did I buy some shit? Fuck yeah.
About what? If you did some shit and
did I contribute to something?
That's what I'm saying. If you experienced it with her, you can't say you bought it. Now that's some weak ass nigga shit. If you saying you went half on the trip, or even you bought the trip, or you went half on the dinner, or you bought the meal, y'all went to a concert, you bought it. You can't say you went too. I can see if you just sent her on a trip with her girls, or if you just sent her to the concert by herself or with her girls. But if you went too, you contributed to it.
Do your research, baby. That's all I'm gonna say.
What you mean?
Do your research, baby. I can't speak for every nigga. You asked me about me, and then you spoke that.
Do
your research, baby. You asked me about me, and I'm telling you about me. That's what I answered you about.
I didn't ask you shit. I told you what you shouldn't do. I didn't ask you nothing. I said you should not. If you experienced it too, you should not say like you just bought that for her. That's what I said. I didn't ask you nothing. I don't think. But if I did, my apologies. But what I'm saying is, even if you did. If you experienced it with her, if it's something that you did together, it's not something that you gave her as a gift that she only experienced by herself. You can't look at it as if it was just something that you did for her and you didn't like. That's bullshit.
You're right. I agree with you.
So, that's my take on that.
I agree with you.
Niggas be so scared to get gold digged for some gold they ain't even got. It's ridiculous, and that's why. And but that shit is systematic. It ain't even y'all fault. That shit has been systematically downloaded into y'all from the 70s. They've been putting amnesty between the black man and the black woman since the 70s. It ramped up in the 80s and it went crazy in the 90s. With all of these people talking about, I'm fucking somebody else, bitch. First of all, the theme in all the rap songs is I'm fucking somebody else, bitch. I'm not worried about having one of my own. I'm trying to fuck somebody else, bitch. I'm trying not to give her no money. I'm not trying not to have a family. What is that?
Doing that? Ain't no female doing that.
Ain't no female doing what?
Listen. Yeah, let's wrap that one up. Because the way you
ain't
trying to portray like
what?
females is just falling for niggas. Ain't no female falling for no nigga that ain't got no paper. And I don't give a fuck. She fell for you. You ain't got no paper. And then you know what she said? Oh, well, at least I got this out the nigga. Come on. The game is different. That's the whole thing why niggas say the game is different. That's why females got it because they learned it from the niggas. Why? Because they getting something out the deal.
You the same nigga that'll say you don't want a female to pull out her wallet or to pay for something.
That's me. I'm not niggas. I'm not everybody in general. That's me. We're talking about in general. How many niggas about to say that? Cause a nigga about to say he don't.
That's exactly why I.
That's crazy. That's me. That's me. That's me.
But is it really?
Yeah.
But is it really?
That's definitely me.
Is it really?
That's definitely me.
I don't know.
And then to learn you gotta learn. But if
Not
you don't know,
you
don't know, it ain't for you to know. If you don't know, obviously. If you don't know, obviously.
You know obviously. You're right. It might not be.
Cause that's crazy. Right. For the say.
You might be right.
Yeah. Anybody who know me. No, I'm going to dig until I don't got nothing. You feel me? I would dig until there's nothing.
Though? Like, what is you saying right now? I just don't understand.
That's fine.
Females.
So, all right, we was talking on the topic, but we could change the
topic. No, female. What, are you mad?
No, I'm not. But you are just taking it to somewhere. You are so personal that is crazy.
How? I'm just saying. We talking about... Never mind, bro.
No, what you talking about?
You right.
No, because I'm with it. What you talking about?
Nah, I'm too personal.
No, go. You can say whatever. Because now you got to get into. I'm with whatever. I spoke exactly. I'm with whatever.
No, because I'm just saying you saying one thing, but I literally know you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I know you because as far as I know, you ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't
not like what? What am I not like?
You ain't like to feel like a female. First of all, that's so annoying.
If I feel like I'm getting used, you obviously don't know. Then, if I feel like I'm getting used, it's a problem.
But this is what I'm saying. How do you know as a female, right? How do you know when it's so many mixed signals? Because 1 minute, and this is not just you, I'm talking about men in general, right?
Talking about in general, I'm feeling.
Right, we talking about in general. 1 minute y'all will say, it's a gold digger, I don't care what you heard about me. But you can't get it all out of me. You got election on it, you can't see. That I'm the other look at me, I am peak. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then it's like the same mouth that say that will say, I don't like it when a girl I'm dealing with or a woman I'm dealing with hit her wallet or hit her pocket. Like, I want to be able to do da.
Where are you going?
I'm like, which is the point? Well, like, which is true? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it an issue when I show you that I can contribute? But then if I keep my pocket closed, I'm a gold digger. I'm using you. What the fuck?
So let me explain to you very vividly.
And this ain't personal. This
I'm going to explain to you very vividly on that. On your birthday, if somebody say, what you want?
Somebody you fuck with. What you want? What you about to say? Just a straight answer. Nigga you fuck with, what you want for your birthday? He like, baby, what you want? What you about to say?
It literally depends.
Right now.
It
this day and age, right now.
Right now, this second, I would say I'm not sure.
Bingo.
I would say I'm not sure.
Listen.
But
so
this
no. So listen, right? So the thing is, you about to tell me you not sure as of to what you want me to get you on your birthday, which means you are very not clear as if I'm telling you a gift, whatever. I ain't put no limitations, no nothing. Gift, whatever, showtime. Get it, what you want. You don't fucking know. What am I supposed to do? Pull some shit out my ass that make you happy? I can't do that. Because I might pull something out that you be like, I don't like that. How the fuck you think a nigga gonna feel? You didn't know. I tried to surprise you and you still didn't like it. So a nigga gotta wait until it's initiative for you to say, I want this exactly. Because when you want this exactly, when you say you didn't want it, a nigga about to be like, but you said this is what the fuck you said you wanted. Because any time before that, you didn't say shit. So it's hard for me to pinpoint what you want. Within working with a female, you acting like working with a nigga is so easy. Within working with a female is not like shit, I'm about to flip over some motherfucking eggs and this gonna be done. It's not. In no way. Ain't never been. Working with a female is just as hard as doing a fucking math problem that you had in fucking the hardest math fucking class that you fucking had. That's just how it is because they undecided. 1 minute you happy, 1 minute you not. 1 minute this shit cool, 1 minute it's not. It's a whole fucking work dealing with that. But for a nigga to be straight one nigga, oh, I'm good. I'm alright. He taking shit. I ain't taking up for nobody, but I'm just telling you how it is. It's difficult dealing with a woman. And you can sit here and say whatever.
It's easy dealing with a man, though.
Way easier than it is dealing with a woman. Shit is crazy. And y'all sit here and act like y'all don't know is the weird part.
No, that's not weird.
Y'all sit here and act like y'all don't know is the weird part.
No.
You can say what you want, but you got it. I ain't, say my part.
Well, what I think is this. It all depends on what you really want, right? And a lot of times we don't know yet. It takes us a while to figure it out. And that's okay.
But
that's
marriage is supposed to be figured out by niggas in a year or two. Come on, man. Come on, man. How long is this gonna take? Y'all be confused, but you want the nigga to be, you gotta be concerned. But you know who you gonna fuck with before time. So you want a nigga to be sitting around, I'm gonna fuck with everybody else around you. Now I wanna fuck with you. You should be wanting to get married to me. Where?
I mean, if you don't want to get married to that,
that's not the thing. It's just how women think. It's crazy, and then you think it's the man.
No, we really don't. Because here's the thing. I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for all women, so I'm not trying to act like I can speak for all women. I'm not trying to act like you represent all men. You represent the men that think like you. That's it. I'm not trying to act like you represent all men. You represent the men that think like you, and then you are a man. So, just because you're a man from that, you represent all men. But that's where it ends. And from there, you have to see, do our ideologies align? And the same with me as a woman. All women don't think like me. So I'm not trying to make it seem like they do.
Correct. That's very
Excuse
correct.
me.
That's
But what I'm
correct.
trying to say is this. A man, and listen, I'm not speaking nothing that I haven't heard from countless men that I trust, married men that I trust. I ain't gonna say countless. Because that'd be a lie. But at least 3 men that I trust, I've heard this from. And I believe them when they say they know or knew within the first few days, weeks, months. It did not take years and years and years for them to know whether or not they wanted to marry their wife. So if it take you 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, look at Chrissy and Jim Jones. Like, absolutely not. If it take you too long, then the answer is no, and that's okay.
I've also heard that. No, go ahead.
Go ahead, say what you heard. I ain't gonna forget this.
No, I was just about to say, I've also heard that when you marry, it's different.
Oh, I've heard when you married it's different, but I've heard that it was different in a good way.
I've heard that it becomes like a vacuum that don't work no more. Sucking don't happen. It's just a lot of stuff that just don't happen because you married. You got the prize.
You heard that from some,
Married people.
you heard that from some
Married
people that
people.
was in some fucked up marriages. Then that's sad. That was just the devil working to delay and deny you from your destiny. That's all. I believe God created marriage. I believe when God put Adam to sleep and took his rib and created Eve, that was him creating marriage. And we have went away from that in today's society, especially Western society. I believe that we have absolutely no clue, for real, how to have a successful marriage. I believe that the people that have a successful marriage is because of God in their marriage. It has nothing to do with them. I believe if they didn't have God in their marriage, that it would be one of the 50% of marriages that end in divorce.
Or it might be something that just somebody is being quiet. Somebody is not saying nothing. Somebody, because I want to tell you soulfully that everybody that's married is not happy. And I feel like if you got God in your marriage, you happy.
I said successful marriage.
Right. So everybody.
Everybody that's married is not happy.
I think
everybody that's married, every marriage is not successful.
Yeah.
I'm talking about successful marriages.
Yeah.
If it's not a successful marriage, it's not included in what I'm talking about. I believe that. So, I don't think that it takes a lot. I believe that a lot of times people will, block their own blessings with negative thoughts, negative energy, holding on to shit that, not being willing to have the hard conversations and just, coming into shit.
Yeah.
People come into shit lying to themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I don't subscribe to boyfriend-girlfriend relationships. We friends. You know what I'm saying? If you want us to be more than friends, then I wear a size 8.5. If you my fiance, then I will let that be known. I will cut everybody else off. I won't entertain, date, talk to nothing. Nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that there's not times where I'm not engaged and I don't want to myself cut everybody else off and be exclusive in my dating,
You can just do it.
intimacy, all that. Like, I do that because I want to. It's not because I'm trying to be a pick me to this nigga or I'm trying to keep him from fucking with somebody else. Please, at all means, go fuck with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, if she cute enough and she like girls or women, because I'm not a girl, I'm a whole old ass woman. Bring her, don't be stingy. Share. Fuck you mean. But if she ain't down with it, I understand. Y'all enjoy, and I'm gonna go find me something to do. I ain't never in the business of keeping no niggas that don't want to be kept.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from that generation.
Absolutely.
And it's no hard feelings. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be happy and at peace. That's what I want. For everybody that come into my life. I'm not trying to, you know what I'm saying? All I want to do is add to your life and add peace, comfort, make your life easier. I'm not trying to be a nag. I'm not trying to make you feel like I'm a warden in the prison. You can't talk to nobody else, or I'm not gonna talk to you no more. No, that's bullshit. We ain't married. You ain't asked me to marry you, so I understand that your options is open, just as open as mine is. You know what I'm saying? But I would appreciate it if you will communicate that to me. You know what I'm saying? Communicate with me that you know what I'm saying? That's it. And that's what I think a lot of dudes, especially younger dudes, they don't see as important. And females too. You know what I'm saying? That's not to excuse females. Because females too. But I'm gonna say this, and this is no shade to men, but I feel like males sometimes, especially when they younger or naive or just kind of slow, like, you know, niggas be slow. They will just assume some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't told this man nothing as far as y'all exclusive. Y'all ain't had no kind of conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talked about that communication. We ain't had no kind of communication to say, like, okay, we gonna be exclusive. We boyfriend and girlfriend. Nah, I'm you, me, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And they know damn well the whole time, if they see somebody in the gas station, they gonna approach them. They gonna say they single. But if they find out you told somebody you single and gave your number out, you the worst person in the world. They about to die.
Vice versa.
And kill you first.
That goes both ways. That's vice versa. I ain't gonna say a female gonna kill you. Oh, she gonna act like you just committed the worst law. We was talking and you talked to somebody else. She gonna act like y'all was married. Oh, it's vice versa. It goes both ways. You
absolutely right. A lot of females do. And I just had a conversation with one of the most closest females to me. And I had this same conversation. And I told her, like, because I learned, and I'm glad I learned when I did. You can't do this. This is not your husband. This is not your nigga. If this not your husband, this not your nigga. Now, if this your husband, then by all means, sis, go off. For real. No, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. If that's your husband, and y'all at a party, and it's some random girl all up in his face.
So if a nigga said he learned and he probably really ain't really get it, what would you say? Like,
if a nigga say he learned what?
He like, I learned what I was supposed to do, but you feel like, nah, nigga, you probably ain't learned. Not saying that right now. But I'm saying just what would you say if you felt like that? Like, what if a motherfucker said they learned, but then you feel like the nigga said, nigga, I learned.
I mean, if I felt like they didn't learn, my feelings ain't facts. I would have to do my research or spend time with them to see if they learn. I can't say.
So you wouldn't tell the motherfucker that?
Tell the motherfucker what? You ain't learned shit? If I haven't seen them act like they ain't learned shit, no, I wouldn't tell them you ain't learned shit. Go ahead. No.
Okay, so you learned and then...
I learned that you cannot hold a nigga that you not married to no type of marriage rules or laws. Like I was saying, a person that I am very close to was in a similar situation recently to where, you know, they was in a venue at an event with a person that they intimate with, but this person is not their nigga. They're not married. They're not in no committed relationship even, for real. Like, and, you know, just because this the person that you fuck with all the time, just because you love this nigga, and just because y'all fuck with each other all the time and on a daily basis, y'all ain't even had no real conversation. The only conversation y'all done had is the fact that this motherfucker for somebody else and the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, to the point to where I just was like, sis, you cannot continue to allow this person's actions to dictate your emotions. You single just like they is. If you feel like somebody all up in their face, go get in somebody else's face. It's a party. It's a million motherfuckers here. You know half the people here. Go dance in somebody else's face. Like, what the fuck? Fuck them. Don't try to start the party and have a conversation with this motherfucker. This not the place for a conversation. This is a party. You letting them see you sweat. You can't never let them see you sweat. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's why I don't like it. When it get to the point to where, you know, I'm letting the motherfucker see me sweat, it's a problem. Because I shouldn't be.
That creates the whole problem, right?
That's the problem. I'm not doing it.
Nope.
It's a U-turn. I'm not about to keep doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm about to keep saying the same thing over and over again.
You want somebody to see you at a moment vulnerable, right? That you want to talk, you want to say something. And I feel like I'm really going to big up the people that do say something right now in this moment. Whether it's going backwards, whether you doing whatever right, saying something is getting that shit off your chest. Because if I'm sitting back and I'm holding this shit in and I'm watching you and I really want to say something to you, you feel me? I want to get this off of me, whether it's for the good or for the bad. If I'm holding it in, I'm never gonna know how that shit feel, and this what really fuck motherfuckers up. And this what
you
really,
never gonna know how the other person feel for real.
This what really carries on to further relationships that really fuck motherfuckers up because they feel like, oh, this last shit happened like this, and I ain't know how this shit was gonna be, because you never got a finalizer. You didn't get your finalizing. That's not my fault that you didn't get your you didn't end your shit. You didn't get a final. That's not my fault. So you can't move forward without getting a answer from here. But you want to say this and then you want to try to blame something. Listen, the thing is, that becomes a problem, right? Because people can't end something that they started and they want to look over it and say, oh, I'm gonna just move to the next and think that that's the better thing. But you still wondering, or still something, that last thing that you didn't end, it still lingers, which is why you treat the next a certain way, which is why you go about the next a certain way, which is why you handle certain. Because if once you satisfy this, once you end this, you can just be you. You ain't gotta be like, oh, I gotta do this like this because the last motherfucker did. You can just be you. Fuck that. I ended that. That's what it was. So the next one is gonna be what I want. It's gonna be like this. It's gonna be. I'm not gonna worry about what happened here. And that's the problem with a lot of motherfuckers, men and women. What we do is we take one shit and we say, and we carry it on to the next because it wasn't closed. Close a situation before you open another one. And I don't care where it's at. It can be in multiple places. Close it. Because you can't open another situation and have it for with having multiple other situations open.
Absolutely.
Close it before you open another one.
Absolutely. And here's my thing, though. Understand what that means. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, she could still be. It don't necessarily have to be closed. It could be closed at certain hours.
Closure.
Here's the thing.
Is an understanding.
My
Closure
thing is
don't mean I cut you off. Closure don't mean
that's
whatever.
What I'm trying to say.
No, go ahead.
That's my whole thing. It could just be closed at certain hours. Boundaries get changed. Dynamics get changed. But, you know, sometimes we jump into things and it be that we structured it wrong. You understand what I'm saying? I can't tell nobody what to think or how to react to me. You know what I mean? that's in business and life and relationships in my family. You know what I'm saying? Um, Especially not when I decide to be me unapologetically. You know what I'm saying? As long as I'm not intentionally hurting nobody or nothing like that, I'm gonna be transparent and upfront. And then whether you believe it or not, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes the way I am can be unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I want everybody to flourish, you know, and be comfortable and happy and joyful in my space, right? But I want to be able to do the same. And so that's why I come into places the way I do. Like, I'm not here to gold dig you. I'm not here looking for a boyfriend. I'm not here looking for a best friend. I'm not looking for a job. I genuinely just want to be cool with people and see where it go from there. You know what I'm saying? What I do work on, what I am planning on being is a wife. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for a boyfriend or looking to be a girlfriend, but I do plan on, and I'm preparing myself to be a wife. So I understand it's a whole lot of crazy stuff that I done dealt with that I might not have dealt with, but I just need to know about. You know what I'm saying? That's a serious covenant and contract that you're entering into. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm not about to just sit up here and act like, oh, women is just, you know, we so desperate that we just doing anything to get married. We just lying. We just cheating. We just golding. And we just want to run a nigga pockets and have a nigga take care of us. Half the time, these women end up taking care of these men. Let's just be for real. Especially as black women. Too many black women didn't settle for a piece of man. So, I'm not about to subscribe to that. Me personally, do I want to be a wife? Yes, I do. I want to be a wife. But I'm not so hard up for a husband that I'm just going to take a piece of man that can't even acknowledge me as a whole person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna do that. And you know, gratefully I didn't marry my daughter's father. You know, he was one of them people who put his bull crap in front of the ones he's supposed to be leading. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna lead me, right, you can't be following some bull crap. So, you know, I've had an ice box for a while, but I've been praying to God that I can come into the company and be found, since he who finds a wife finds a good thing, by a good man who is slow to anger, you know, and everything. Whatever God's will is for me, I want my future husband to fit that. And, you know, I don't have no issues. I'm not in a hurry. I'm only 41. You know, sometimes I'll be playing like I'm auntie. But I got clients that got married in their 60s and 70s. You know what I'm saying? So, as long as I have a long, healthy, uninterrupted marriage, I don't care how old I am. I want God to take his time to make sure that I'm completely prepared for my husband, to where none of the shit that I done did or seen or experienced in the past matters. I'm all for him. It's got nothing to do with no money, sex, drugs, the world. It's just me, him, and God. That's the only thing that matters in our marriage. And that's what I'm waiting for. That's what I'm praying for. I'm asking God to help me to consecrate myself. I don't want to continue to, you know, fornicate if that's keeping me from what God got for me. Even if it's keeping Because I've read already, and I know that me not being obedient could be keeping my husband wherever he at from getting what he needs because we connected whether we actually link up or not. And that's deep. So that's what, like, when you young and when you done already been touched by the enemy and your main goal is to have an orgasm. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck
doing some shit like that.
are you doing?
When you doing some shit like that.
No. What? Yeah, no.
That ain't
What the?
it.
Y'all, I'm not gonna show y'all what he doing. We finna go to bed. Cause T Double done lost his motherfucking mind.
No, I'm regular, actually. But, you know, I'm just listening.
That's regular T Double.
Absolutely.
I'm glad they can't see what's going on right now.
I'm just listening.
That's absolutely not regular. The fuck? Sorry. If I fuck something up you was doing that I don't know about, but no. We're not gonna do that. Yeah, we got like a lot here. Wait, hold on. I got some else with me. I'll go to the car. Anyways, so yeah, that was a long one. That was good. I like that one. That was, I think the last question was, how do you balance vulnerability and self-protection in dating? Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. So yeah, you were saying like you can't be vulnerable because you can't trust these hoes or whatever. And I felt the same way in the past. Like, you know, that's one of the main reasons why I don't want to be a girlfriend, because I just feel like I can't trust that. You know what I'm saying? You want me to be your girlfriend, maybe your fiance. And that's not finna last very long. I'm not finna be no 2, 3, 5, 6 year fiance. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, and then you just like women be rushing, y'all. That's, I think, in a, you know, nutshell, I'm paraphrasing. And it's like, no, we not rushing, y'all. We not about to sit up here and just play a role for years. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it no more. I've done it in the past. I'm not playing wife role.
Everybody got their own preference, you know.
I do what, you know, you.
No. That's everybody. That's
yeah, it. Well, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm very grateful that God has given me the confidence and the wisdom and the discernment to express that early on. Like, I say that most guys that I deal with, they know that before they talk to me. Like, it's no secret. So, like, I don't know.
So that's the way it goes.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, some people, they pretend to be one way, and then later on they be like, well, I'm like this from word go, you know.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I feel like I might do things that I said I wasn't gonna do because I just, you know, I'm human, so I will. You know, feelings to get caught. I start doing shit I ain't got no business when I have to catch myself. Like, hold on, I ain't supposed to be doing all that.
That's the way it is.
But it's what I want to do. Like, I want to be in that space. Like, I want to be a wife. So it's easy for me to fall into wife mode. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where I want to be. But it's like, you know.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
You have to remind yourself, like, hold on, girl, you jumping the gun.
Also, just the way
You was
it is.
not. You still single.
That's just the way.
You and your daddy still got the same last name. It ain't hyphenated or nothing. Oh yeah, well.
That's the way it is. The way it goes. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. So,
I mean, that's a wrap for y'all. Thank y'all.
well, well,
Oh,
guess he
no,
told
unless you got
y'all.
something else to say.
I have absolutely nothing else to say.
Wait, wait.
Nope, right now I'm done. I can say something else tomorrow.
I was wrong. Well, it was anyway, so you got on. I mean, you got more than enough.
I'm off tomorrow. T double the one gotta go to work, so we gotta get, get him some rest.
No, I'm good. Go ahead, go. I mean, if you got something to say, go ahead. I'm wrong.
No. We've been on here for 3 minutes and 19 seconds. Who gonna check me, boo? Sorry, playing. We've been on here for 3.5 hours. And you said 2.5, and I told you it wasn't gonna be there.
Because that's you want to say just let it go. It's like this be the thing with females, right? When I first started this, I said we should have a time frame. Don't have no time frame because we just be going. All right, let's just go. Now I'm like, shit, let's just go. We should have a time frame. Okay.
I'm so tired of meeting females.
All right, like that's it. I just don't know how to satisfy females no more. Like, so what do you want to do? You want to just end it now?
Oh yes, please.
Okay, let's do it. Peace to y'all. Peace. We end it now.